Good evening. I'm just getting back here. Sorry about that. I see one. I see it none. Nobody here, nobody there. Have a good evening. It's all good. I'm just gonna listen to this song. Oh, I see it too again. Any takers? Good evening. Oh, there's a telescope. I was just out. Cloudy skies again. No sky inspections. See if we can snag up tonight. Good evening, good evening. Hello to whoever is watching. I see it too, but hello anyway. What's my volume? Hey, there's Steph Brad, right on. Good evening to you, my friend. What a vibe. That's an awesome vibe. Very nice to see you. Hey, Tree Lynn. I hope you are feeling better now, my friend, from this morning. And send you as much energy as possible and frequency, healing, and to feel good. Jackie Fox, good evening to you. Hey, hey. You friendly redneck. Bring it on to Christ consciousness in that great walk. The amazing experience of wanting to be awake. I hear you. I had to let it all go. My biggest thing in the last year was just realizing I could only control myself and nobody else. My kids wondered what happened. I said, "Oh, I'm not your boss. I'm your teacher. I can only teach you from me showing, not by telling." And I can see that. I could chuck this phone one day. No problem. I just still feel like I got a little bit more of a call or pull, or the energy still needs me for something. So I have to go with it myself. It can be exhausting though. But once Yeah. See, I never got my first phone until I was 40. So it was like just pushed on me or pulled and made. I was made to do it or something. I don't know. It was weird. That's when you know that you really don't have any control of this. That'd be fun to smash some Traylin. I was like any other sucker. I was at, I think it was $250 in store cash at Walmart if you signed up for a free phone. So the 2 free phones was like $500 at that time. It was like, I don't know, hard to say no. Oh, he's out there tearing down some walls. Yeah, I know. Our awakening is the best weapon against everything. The bottom line, even though we have to go through this pain and trial and air suffering and but as long as I remind myself it's a slow process. It's not like a wham boom boom. It's a little bit easier to handle. You don't stay in that thought process like it's just around the corner like the Matrix wants you to think. You keep thinking it's just around the corner, it just fall right back into the paradigm. Hi, Skywatcher footage. Good evening. Thank you for watching that video today, my friend. Jackie, want to come up for a bit? Doing housework. I had a day off today. That was nice. My body didn't know what to do. Oh, there will make anybody else. Sorry about that. Deaf bread. That's some crazy skies up there, eh, my friend? Or how my eyes see it anyway. That's how I know there's the creator's not far. The creator's never far. Sun Mao.
Oh,
Jackie.
It's so big. Make it smaller.
Oh, can I? 1 second.
Give me a little box. I don't want the big box.
Layout. Okay. That one there.
There we go. That's better. Thank you.
There we go. Sorry about that.
Oh, I hate when I feel like I'm all head.
I'm the same way. I got to remember to do that.
I know. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Whoops. How are you?
Good. I'm very good, actually.
Yeah, day
And
off.
staying in a good flow, and
Yeah.
I didn't even snooze today, and I was planning on it, so that's a good thing. Tearing out the walls.
Yeah, here we go. See?
Tearing down the walls. Like that song.
What's up, buddy?
Do you rest?
Do
you ever rest?
No.
I don't know what that is. 3-4
Well,
hours.
as long as you stay away from that indica.
Yeah, I haven't done that in a minute.
You don't think?
I don't know. It's mystery though.
Mystery.
I like it that way. I don't even want to know the name anymore. Just let me have it.
Just as long as you got it.
Yeah.
What are you doing there?
Oh,
Enjoying
look,
it?
this is our mud room, and he's gutting it because it's poorly constructed.
It's stinky.
Is it all plaster and lath?
No, but it's close. This is all 2-foot drywall. It's old drywall, and it's retained the pet smell real bad, and so I got to strip it all the way back and start over again.
You're not doing the insulation again, are you?
Yeah, it's gross too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The deeper I go, the more I find.
Yeah, he keeps going deeper and deeper, and it's like
Deeper is always good. Yeah, sometimes.
It's just supposed to be a new floor down. It would have been fine. It's just
That's
a
the only
mud
time.
room.
That's the only time deeper costs you more money, right?
Yeah.
I know. In the end, it'll be worth it.
In the end, it'll be worth
right.
it.
Because people do stuff right. Like the door coming in, they put it in wrong. It's not at the right height.
No.
And there's no header above the door.
No header.
Wow.
All kinds of things going on. The only thing I did find a bright spot, they did header off this big door right, but barely. And then I'm finding electrical things, and you know how it is in old houses.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when there's been 15 contractors in here.
Yeah.
I mean, the house is it was titled in 1900, and it was built in 1881. So,
well, it's got real Douglas fir anyway.
Yeah, it's all rough cut. Most of it is.
I'm gonna try to pull a nail out of that shit.
Yeah.
You beat it in, or you use this.
Right? Yeah, to chop it off. Yeah, the persuader bar.
Right.
Yeah, I can tell I'm a carpenter when I can tell you about the Douglas fir. I've learned a lot about that shit. That's the real 2x4s there, folks.
Yeah, real.
That didn't shrink when they put them in. They're just like steel almost.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this house, the timbers go all the way from the first floor all the way to the third floor on this house.
Yeah, that's what they those are good. Well, kind of sturdy anyways, right?
Yeah.
But that's how they insulate a house nowadays, right? All the basement all the way up. There's no gaps. It's all sealed.
Yep. All sealed. No gaps in between. And so
it's a pain in the butt, but
but it's okay.
But it gets you very efficient, right?
And the nice tiles we're gonna use.
Oh yeah.
These are the nice tiles we're gonna put down here in the mudroom.
These are
a
river pebble.
Oh yeah, where did I put ours?
And then we're gonna alternate the river pebble with.
We're gonna have like a pattern like this, kind of. We're not sure exactly. No.
It's like a herringbone.
Oh, we got the for the backsplash behind our thing when we do it. We got the bars. Do you know how the glass bars? There's a clear one and
I love those.
We got those bars how they interconnect like fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we got. They had them on. It's like usually like $120 for the pack of 10.
Yeah.
And they had them on for 47. We bought them early, but 47 bucks a box.
That's
cool.
That's exactly what we did.
Because these were like $120 a box. And we got them for $50 a box.
Yeah, so cool. That's ironic, eh? So ironic.
It's good stuff. I love the clearance aisle. That's the greatest place to shop ever.
Yep. Yeah, there was just I couldn't believe they're sitting there. We had to double check because the other ones were $16.97 a piece or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yep. It's exactly the
So
same.
I always made sure it was not too good to be true, right?
Right. No, right.
And then we had to go back because we didn't buy enough.
Yeah, I didn't
And we had to hurry up and go back and get like them right away because we're like, oh, I hope someone else didn't buy them now that we need more.
It was just and I miscalculated when we went to go buy them, and I should have just bought them all anyway. Well, we ended up going back and buying pretty much all of them anyway.
Yeah.
And there was just enough for the square that I want to do in this room, so it worked out real nice.
Right on. That's cool. I like renovating myself.
I do a little every night.
Yeah, we just do a little every night after his 12-hour day at work.
Yeah, that's always fun. At least.
Yeah, but that's okay. I love what I do, so that it doesn't make it a chore, you know. If you love what you
There's
do, it
always-
makes it a whole lot easier.
Yeah, there's always slack days, anyways, coming and
Right.
stuff. So
Exactly. There's time for rest when there's time for rest. Just not right now.
Can I tell them about the school thing?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so let me turn the camera back around. Hold on. So we have a naturopathic issue with the school right now with his kids. There we go. Let me turn around. So his daughter had a little bit of a sore throat the other day, and let me sit down. And so we kept her home from school. Well, we get a call later that day to see what was going on with her, and because she had a little bit of a sore throat, they wanted her tested. They wanted her tested for the you know what.
whoa.
Okay, well, Josh and his ex-wife do not want their children tested for it. So she has to be off, and the nurse like basically harassed them for about 2 days straight on why they won't just test the kids so that they can go back to school. So not only so the one who had the sore throat has to be off school for 10 school days quarantine. And then the younger sister who's in preschool has to be off for 4 weeks, and she's not even sick.
Yeah.
For a 4-week quarantine because they won't go and get tested to see if they're negative to go back to school.
Yeah, and they said, oh, all you have to do is just go get tested. It'll be, and so I'll just go away. It'll all be okay. And you get tested, and they can come back to school right away. But they didn't want to just do the doctor didn't want to just do the one test. He wanted to do a strep test also. And it's just a change of the season with my girls. It's not anything. It's nothing major. It's not this.
It's a cold.
Yeah.
It's a sore throat.
It's just a little bit of a sore throat. It started out with just a little sore throat. I kept her home one day. Then she went back. And her mom decided to keep her home the next day. And that's the whole turmoil started with school. They're like, oh no, due to protocol, she has to be quarantined. And they found out her sister was at school still. So then they're like, oh no, she can't be at school either. She's got to go home too. And they end up bringing her home. The county sheriff brought her home to the house. And they said it was the safety officer. Well, the safety officer, they didn't happen to tell us that it was the county sheriff bringing her home. And my girls have never seen a gun, never been around a gun. They're 3, 5, and 7. You know, they're still really young. And so anyway, it's been quite the whole thing. But if you just go take the test, it'll all go away. All your problems will go away. Everything will be okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Imagine that, right?
You're right. And there's no reason for it. If they had some more symptoms than what they were
right.
Any kind of symptom, then maybe, but it's still not. I'm still not going to do it because
it's like trying to fix something that's not broken.
Right. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't exactly right. It doesn't change at all. And they're trying to keep everybody scared and just in a place. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta go do that for the child. Or but thank goodness we didn't have to. We have the means to be able to keep them at home and do online homeschooling with them, which is way better than them being there anyway. Plus, with everything crazy going on in this world right now, and the election coming in like 3 days, who knows what's going to happen? So it's probably a blessing they are at home. But my youngest one, they're keeping her for 28 days because they said that I have to keep her home for 28 days because they said that the younger one's incubation period is longer, and so she has a greater chance of coming down with something later on.
Radical Ralph. Good evening, brother.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's cold here, Ralph. We've had lots of snow, especially up on the lake. It's just lots of accidents and everything already. It's crazy.
Oh my. Oh, did you see that?
Revelation Skywatcher. I had my telescope out, but the sky won't open up. Tonight. Sitting right there, just waiting.
Yeah, we don't have any clouds in the sky at all tonight. I said it's full tonight. I thought it was going to be full tomorrow night. It looks really, really full right now.
It started Thursday and ends on Sunday.
All right, well then it's full then.
And it's our second full moon of the month. And tomorrow night, well, for us it'll be night, but for the other side of the earth it'll be daytime, and there's going to be a solar eclipse. So there's a lot going on this month.
Yeah, blue moon and all that other shit. Yeah.
Crazy.
And then this is the craziest time, right? From tonight until the 11th. Is the big time. Woo.
Ooh.
Yeah. Did everybody notice that one?
I'm just catching up on
that. That earthquake was coded today. At 7.0.
Oh no.
That was right dead center where the 7 churches of Philadelphia are located over in Turkey. Right where they're all located, right in there. It's amazing how I see this shit and how I've seen other people see it. You just gotta look on the map where it happened and just look right where all the churches are, all the spots are right there. It's just weird shit going on.
Yeah, I'm catching up on chat real quick.
Everything is biblical. That's the only way to put it.
So I quit. I told you yesterday I quit my job.
Mm-hmm.
Just quit.
That's crazy.
After 30 years, I just quit.
The earthly energy led you to it. You put your time in.
Exactly.
And you know you can do anything. That's the best part, right?
Yeah.
And then when you got the hardworking guy like that, you can just work part-time now.
I can work.
No, I'm just kidding.
I can just work not at all.
I had to say part-time.
I know. He heard
you. I'm looking for a job, honey, right? I've been looking.
Yeah, I'll tell you the last 3 I had 4 12-hour shifts in a row, and the first three of them were the most insane craziness I've ever dealt with my whole entire career. It was non-stop, you know what, and it was just completely emotionally draining, and I was just done. I'm like, I'm trying to hold out as long as I can, but I just can't deal with it anymore. It's nonstop. It's just it's overflowed like way worse than last time. And I know the whole thing with it being BS and whatever else, but some of these people are really sick, and it's it's packed.
I don't like saying it too much, but once you get toxified, do you remember when everybody had Chemlong? Do you remember Chemlong? They talked about it that's all this is.
Yeah.
But you can activate it.
Right.
Somehow they can activate it in your area.
Yeah.
And make you sick.
We had none like a short month and a half ago. Like none. And now it's unreal. Unreal.
That's why if I was a guru, I would recommend anything to oxygenate your blood.
Yeah.
Anything to oxygenate your blood. I've been eating Rick Simpson oil too, the RSO oil.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of crazy, but I'm enjoying it. I'm eating edibles without cookies or chocolate and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But it's really tough to eat that stuff. But I've seen its healing properties, so just guinea pigging.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Crunchy Bee. Howdy, brother. Paul from Newcastle. Howdy, brother.
Hi, Paul.
And then I seen
Sun Mao.
Revelation Skywatcher. Hey, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome that the earthly energy and spirit brings us all together.
Oh yeah.
It's a good flow.
Things for as much as like weird negativity going on right now, there's just been a really good flow amongst people this past week. I feel like everything feels really positive. Interactionally, if that makes sense.
A lot of people are coming to terms, like when they say the Great Awakening, like some of these other channels say it and then they pause, so they get people just to think. that there's a great awakening, not actually realize that there's a great awakening. So the program is running like deep like that. So it's just like they're getting their news instead of actually taking the news and running with it. Right? But the great awakening is like the re-evolution. Yeah, something like that. Like slowly, it might be a telepathic one that just nobody even notices it, and all of a sudden life goes back into a flow again, right? Somewhat of a flow, like through all the, because they got to work it slow. They got to make sure that not so many people are so strong and awake, right? But they make everybody think it's right there, so everybody stays stuck in that like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah. For sure.
Have a good night, Ralph. Thank you for swinging by. But like I say, the main thing is through times like this is not try to control anything, but like what you guys got right there, right?
Right.
Is keep that solidified and keep that home base, then work out in a home base instead of being on the go. And that's probably one reason why the job, so it's hectic, man. I could never imagine working those types of shifts. And then, would you have 2-hour drives or something?
Yeah, an hour each way. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's a
even the hour,
day.
Yeah, there's barely enough time to work if you're a straight weed smoker.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, anybody can put a video in there. You can put your own channel videos and people can sub to you that way. Drop an ocean, choose the other. Okay,
all right, I think I'm gonna
that's
head
the one
down.
thing.
I'm gonna head down into the chat.
Okay. Thanks for coming up, you guys.
Sure. We'll be back. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, have a great night.
Thanks.
Stay work. Oh. That's cool, son Mal. Hey. Time's at 8:47. I like doing that other one. No problem, Jackie. That's awesome. Nice to see you guys got moved in. Everything's going good. I'm just gonna make a quick email my friend, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna go here. Got there. Then one text here. Hi, Sister Golden Hair. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. The redneck in the coated orange hat, the Mason hat. That's good. Oh yeah, Groveland gal. I forgot you were there. I was talking to Jackie when you snuck in there. Cha cha. Yep, got that right. Revelation. Some crazy stuff for the open-minded. Oh, see that? See, Dean? Bright night should be dark. Who's this being? Hey, hey, hey. I see somebody in the background here.
What's up?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Chill. Chill.
Cool. Cool. Yeah,
Yes.
I went a little early and forgot to text anybody.
It's cool.
Right
Hey,
on. Glad you showed up.
yeah, I had to restart the computer. I saw Jackie was on. Jackie was on, right?
Yeah, Jackie was on. Yeah, cool.
What was she talking about? The hospital being full?
Yeah, the COVID patients picked right up. It was slow, and it just picked right up again. It was just too overwhelming. Way too overwhelming. It's tough on the brain. Imagine that, seeing that day after day after day after day after it stopped, and then you're
So it's picked up.
trying to figure it out. I couldn't imagine watching that many people pass away on a consistent basis.
Oh, there were people they were passing away?
I think they do are very, very sick and close to it.
Okay.
It'd be like being a long-term psychologist, like one of the like dealing with really great like people that done bad stuff, because your mind would never be off it, right?
Yeah.
Like you'd leave work and your mind would be trying to figure out how you could help this person or what can you do better, and it would just be to me that's a just twisted path even to go on. It should be like alternated. Do it for 1 week on, 2 weeks off, and then a month on, and just staggered. I could never imagine that for a whole career.
Damn. Shit. There's something up there. I don't know if the frequency went up in that area or something.
Probably.
Frequency exposure.
Yes. Plus, if you got, like they say, if anybody's done research on the conspiracy, is that nano gets inside you, and the nano can be activated to make you sick, to compromise your immune, right?
Yes. That's what they're doing. They're attacking the immune system.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And those that aren't eating healthy get very sick. Probably almost guaranteed. Because you're totally toxified. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know that Dr. Sebi talked about, that virus really don't exist. What we get through virus is cell erosion. It's come to cell erosion. Cell erosion comes through what we eat, all the shit that we, the chemicals that's in it. I think with the frequency that they're using, getting activated. I see. Sorry.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I didn't know if you were keeping on talking.
No, I see. Trial and Truth says there's nothing that can be done unless they eliminate the technology.
Right.
If you just change the frequency of the technology that they use it.
I seen that. I just got your Discord, Kimba. That was cool. I just looked down and I was like, oh. Yeah, nanoparticulate. I learned it from Tony Panalicero. Is that all this nano that's in the sky slowly lands on our apple skins, shit like that, and we take it in, we ingest it, and it builds itself in our body. Yeah, and then they just want to put. I think they want to put more, because anything that you put in your body, like mercury, it finds its other stuff. So if you have that first little ball of mercury inside you, anytime you eat something that has mercury, it's going to take that mercury and keep it. You know what I mean? It's going to store it inside your body somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then, yeah, like I think I started noticing different fuzz other than like dust particles. It's almost like it's almost like a steel wool. You'll see it in the corner. It's a different kind of dust than you've ever seen. It's not like a dust bunny. It's like a steel wool kind of looking stuff. I just some of the different stuff I noticed that was different. But what they say is when you get these, even the health ranger was showing that even in McDonald's food and other foods, there's little particles and little pieces like specks and red specks and blue specks and stuff that just it's supposed to build in your body, so it can just build pockets, and then it makes you sick. And once you're sick, you're toxified. And once you're like kind of, once your whole body is sick, you're basically you don't want to even think, right? Because you can't think. You're always your bowels will go. You'll get IBS. Your joints will start going. You know what I mean? And you don't want to move. You just want to. You basically just want to exist. I think that's why a lot of these young people like these video games. Their life is in that game, and they'll never come out of it. Because it's just they get drawn. They don't develop any brain cells enough to come out of that la la land. Oh, somebody else sneaking. Oh, good evening, Flat Earth, Alaska. Ali Berry, good evening.
Well, if they're putting the nanoparticles in the chemtrails, right? They're putting a lot of shit in the chemtrails, and we're inhaling the air is going in us. Okay, those nanoparticles are working on a certain frequency, right?
Yeah.
So by you raising your frequency, does nano can affect you? I think not.
We can rise above everything, as long as we're detoxed enough. If we're on the upside of the detox, because as you're trying to detox anything that builds, it's dying inside your body. So you're actually going to feel sicker or whatever for that shorter period of time before you start to get a rise above it. But you can rise above frequency attacks, and it's like basically you've done the groundwork. Something that stresses you out no longer stresses you out, right? You've dealt with it. So like a dark frequency might get you one day, make you think like you're a loser or something, and then they try it for a couple weeks. You hear that one voice, and you just block it out. Eventually, it's like nobody's going to tell me that because I know I'm not. You know what I mean? You rise above that dark thought that the evil sends. Yeah. And they do. Look at that, Robbie Sky Killer in the chat. Wow.
Hey, hey, Little Wing. Hey, Trilin. Hey, Robbie Skyler. Ellie Berry. Kambam. Yeah. Hey, everybody.
It's flat, right, Robbie?
Yeah.
Flat Earth, brother. I just like getting to go on it. Like we don't get arguing in here anyway. It's fun. I just love it.
No, yeah,
everybody likes the ball. Everybody likes it's your own preference, right? The same with anything.
No, yeah.
I just like to get people thinking is what I do. It's flat. Yeah. Do you know over in like Belgium and all that over there?
Belgium?
It's big time. A lot of flat. a lot of people over there in the overseas and stuff. There's a lot of flat people, the flat earthers over there. A lot of them. Just starting to meet people from like I hear them online and stuff like that.
Yeah, mostly I don't know. Maybe I don't think islanders. You don't get many islanders that believe in the flat Earth thing.
Right. They look at flat water their whole life, and on a calm night, it's a mirror. Mirrors bend. If there's a mirror, there's going to be an optical illusion. You won't be able to see. You know what I mean? It's just
like, no, yeah, I don't know. Like today, oh no, yesterday, I was able to see the mountain of Venezuela from Aruba. I can see the mountain from Venezuela.
Yeah, that
but
should probably be under the curve, right?
No, but it is because the mountain is big. I cannot. I see, but I don't see the beaches, things like that. And with that, I don't see the other island either because that island Curacao, it doesn't have a big mountain, so I don't see it due to the curvature.
You know, it's one thing that is weird though. We always see the top right until we get close to the bottom. You know what I mean? It's like an optical illusion. I'm not sure, but there's just, you know, it's neat that you can see that.
Yeah,
I know
on a clear day I can see it, but on a clear day I cannot even see Curacao. But I see Venezuela, but due to the mountain, because the mountain is like 800 meters high or something. That's why I can see it. Curacao doesn't have a mountain that's higher than 200 meters. Are you on the same island as Roseanne Barr? What the fuck? Is Roseanne Barr on an island?
Roseanne Barr is her own island. Oh, did I say that? She's actually pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
I watch her live sometimes on YouTube, and she's actually cool. She's a pothead too.
Roseanne Barr?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she smokes it.
Oh, that's cool. She's a pothead. You know, I can chill with her. She's a week now. Let me put it that way. Oh, Code is in the house.
There's Code 1111.
1111 Code. Yeah, we on this panel we have Madman believe in the flat Earth. I believe in the globe. Hey, you know, who knows? But you know, I have information that see that we've been visited from different civilizations from a very long time. So there's something coming outer space from other planets, other dimension.
Also the parts, I like to say the parts that they don't show us, right? I think they just make us fly around the outsides of wherever the land is and make us think we're over top of the water for that long. And they don't show us all the other parts that we're supposed to see, like the other levels. Maybe there's levels that go out and then down, right? And then or out and up.
Which level are you talking? You're talking about the atmosphere and the stratosphere, that type of level?
Just what you do if you get close to the dome or whatever. What you got to do if it's like going through like a force field into the next realm or the next dimension. Maybe they can do it already. Maybe that's what they talk about, but they're enlightenment. They can have that fun. They can take some way to go up through this and find a way to go and enjoy the other, and they just keep us trapped here, and they're back and forth, and that's why they mock us, right?
Yeah, they mock us.
Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's got to suck to live like that, though. Imagine living like that, just thinking you're above. I don't know. My mind doesn't. I could never do it. My everyday is to try to control somebody. Like, it'd be worthless.
The reptilian part of the brain is the one in control of that. You know, with greedy part, they always want control. They want more. They're never satisfied with what they have.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they got to stick with the greed thought. The greed and dog eat dog.
But I see this. I don't know if you've been following with the pedo rings has been busted. You know how many pedo rings have been busted lately? In America, in Hollywood, in Europe, they're busting all over the world. That's the biggest shit that's happening with child trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
Getting busted.
I hope they're all going down.
They're
They
going
all
down.
need to be slapped and peed on and
Yeah,
locked up.
yeah. That's why Tom Hanks escaped to Greece. And let me see. Oh yeah, Roseman Bar. She's cool.
Tom Hanks can go grease himself up.
No,
Or
yeah,
take it dry.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Roseanne's cool. Yeah, I do. You can see that I do a little bit of watching on everything. When I see somebody like that, I'm like, I'm trying to figure out if she's a puppet. But they are kind of. But she's go against the grain. I'm not sure if it's an act, like just for like
I
publicity wise. But she is a true person.
I think she went deeper in. She sold her soul. She admitted selling her soul, but then
Yeah.
I think she jumped out. She done her contract, done what she have to do, and she could have leave and do whatever. But I think
Mm-hmm.
there's certain things she is not allowed to talk about, you know. But yes, she seems she can. She's out, and everybody's looked at her as crazy, right? How did they look Roseanne in America? Roseanne Barr? They look at her as crazy or something?
Um. Yeah, kind of a wacko comedian, kind of weirdo.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's why they yeah. Oh
They
yeah,
have
and
no balls, but the ones between their legs.
ah, yeah, lol. Yeah, and the adrenochrome. You see a lot of celebrities having side effects of it, like Madonna. She's
Mm-hmm.
going psychotic with her videos. That's the side effects of adrenochrome. It's a bit. You age really fast afterwards. What I see, you just go
Mm-hmm.
back really fast, and it affects your mental state also.
Yeah. Well, they can't tap into the fountain of youth. They've already sold their energy to do that, right?
They're stupid. All they wanted to do is to stay young, is eat healthy, drink a lot of water, be a fruitarian, basically. Don't eat shit food. But no, they want to drink children's blood. Like, fuck. But I'm happy everything's getting exposed.
Mm-hmm.
It's time, man.
Well,
It's
there's a lot more awake people than I thought when it comes to not wanting to take these needles and stuff, but
yeah, that's good.
that's why I could see this. Well, there was a book. Who wrote it? Not Dean Koontz. I can't remember. It was like 25 years ago when this book was made. This coronavirus came around. It just wreaked havoc for a bit, and then it disappeared for a few years. Right?
Oh, you read
So
the book, right? That's gonna come.
yeah, I
Yeah.
can't.
I remember.
Daniel, I think it was not Daniel Steele. It might have been Steele, but um, this coronavirus came around, wreaked havoc for a little while, and then it faded off. Life got normal, and it came back 10 years later, and it was just massive,
Yeah.
and it just wiped out a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, I read that book that was published, I don't know how many years ago, but
Cool.
that they say 10 years, because for me
Yeah.
everything is speeding up. Could it be 10 years? Could it be 10 months or 10 weeks or 10 days afterwards? Not years, but 10 months or weeks. I will go.
When would 10 months be from? Would this started in April?
No, it started in January. Look, it really started. I don't know. Okay, when did it start? With Event 210 started in 19 October in 2019. But the shit started in Wuhan, China in November.
Tony.
But it reached the US, January, February, it reached the US?
Yeah, February.
So if you count it from then if you 10 months, not 10 years, but 10 months.
November is 10 months.
Exactly.
November is 10 months, folks. That's crazy.
And Trilin says 1984. The 2020 with 1984 have in common, both of that, the root number is 4.
Huh.
4 is all about structure and control, foundation.
This is cool. We're getting the flow going. We're breaking shit down, brother. I'm just kidding.
Well, I'm gonna light up the joint, you know.
Yeah.
Right?
I've been into the eating Rick Simpson's the RSO oil, Phoenix Tears oil. We just put the big green oil on your finger, put it under your tongue, and let it soak in, and then swallow it. It's kind of gross, but I don't have to deal with any sugar or anything that way.
Sugar, you can replace sugar. I don't use white sugar. I only use brown sugar or cane sugar, or you can just use honey in case of sugar. If you really like, just use honey. Honey is also good, you know. But don't use white sugar. It's not good also. It also has an effect on the immune system, you know. You can check it out.
Yeah, the main thing.
Sorry. No, I see Kimba M says, I'm slowly changing my diet harder than I thought. Diet is a very important thing. With diet, you can change everything. Like, for example, in my family, I have diabetic people, family members. You say, yeah, it's wrong in the family. And once you're diabetic, you cannot change it. Bullshit.
That's wrong.
I read an article, a research that they done on people, a few, 30 people. They did it for 6 weeks, 8 weeks. They changed their diet. They only eat raw vegetable and fruit and drink a lot of water. At the end, none of them were diabetic. They based just changing their diet. So your diet is very important. You can reverse any disease by just changing diet.
Because like anything else, just like any kind of parasite or whatever, self-replicating, right? And you got to break that shit down. Yes. They got to say it's in us already. No matter what, we have the shit in us. We just got to control its growth.
Yeah, we have it under control right now. It's just when then something in your body is out of balance. You're not in balance, and if you like, cancer cells can survive in an alkaline body. So alkaline yourself.
Have a good night, Robbie. Robbie's got killer. Are you still in the Discord and Boogeyman's? I haven't seen anybody around.
Later, Robbie. Fear was rats. They put mass cage with rats inside the face. Oh, okay. I don't know. So the year 1984 was year of the rats, and 2020.
I honestly think these people, because they always look different, I think they have masks on. I think they have masks. These people have masks on them. You got to look really close to what these rubber masks are like, because we know that guy, that judge, there was that judge, Supreme Court judge, and then that girl.
Which judge? The one that
in court, that girl that
they announced to the higher court, that one.
Yeah, she tried to take him down, saying that he was mean or whatever. Remember, they took him to court and they did that session. It was like two winters ago. There ended up being I can't remember his name. I'm not sure if he was a judge or not.
Judge Juji?
Oh, Kavanaugh, yeah. Kavanaugh was that girl. That was just a mask put on that other girl for him playing the female.
Oh, Kavanaugh. What I understand, they wanted to bring down Kev, but that thing, what I understand, that thing was false. It was false.
Yeah, it was false. But that lady was like done up in a mask, like acting. That was actually him playing that lady. That's where the psyop was. If you check it out, how much they look alike, and just think what a rubber mask. Like, we're dealing with smoke and mirrors deception here, right? There's a lot of acting that are going on. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So you got to look at it critically, skeptically, but also with the flow to kind of piece it all together. And you can see that was Kavanaugh playing that lady. People don't see this. A regular, I can't say a regular person, a person that's trapped in the matrix will not see the difference. They cannot tell if it's a man up there with an Adam's apple bulging or a woman. They just see blonde hair. They go, woohoo, there's a woman. You know, every guy's done it, right? right? They've looked at blonde hair and thought, yeah, until the guy turns around. Like, it happens, but these people do it all the time. They just accept what's in front of them. They accept another person's reality and dreamish thoughts rather than having their own thoughts. You know what I mean? So they depend on that drama. And they don't see the true. Like the eyes to see and the eyes to hear is, some of us we have it totally. Some of us have it here in this, and some of us have it because we all have our own little part, especially as people that come together with truth and just want to figure stuff out.
Yeah.
Right? Without causing friction. You know what I mean? Nice small groups and just trying to figure it out. Right?
Yeah. Just try to, we are all, what I understand, we are all here on a mission, you can say, doing our part here.
Yep.
For a big thing we are truly living what I see in the golden age. Something is gonna transform, and we're all here for a reason, and we are gonna witness it. For what I understand. Yeah.
Cool.
Biden, get out of there.
This is the kid out of Deliverance playing dueling banjos. Joe, I'm sure. I can't believe they picked that kind of actor, man. That's so disgraceful, the mockery that these people do.
What, Joe Biden?
Yeah.
Hey, Joe Biden.
If that's as best that they could get, that's just not enough.
I think they made a mistake with him.
Big time. I like how you said that. That's hilarious how you said it. No, I would love to stand beside that guy and debate him. And he'd probably try to debate me or something.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "You're sexy."
No, that guy is lost, man. That guy he's really a racist. All of them they're accusing of Trump. They did. Like Biden had Russian collusion. He accepted money from Russia and Ukraine. They're saying Trump is racist. Then Biden actually have best friend was a KKK member and shit, but nobody asked him about it. He called black people super predators. That shit.
Oh, the zapper. Oh yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. There's no way they're gonna win.
You know what kind of zapper I want to get is I had this one girlfriend, she did acupuncture, an acupuncture laser. So it's a laser acupuncture. And it's electronically driven. So when you put it over a meridian in your body, a certain point, it will beep. And you know to shock that spot, just like putting so instead of knowing where to tap, it actually beeps, and that's when it'll zap that spot. See if like you have a knot, it'll pick up a knot, or just meridian lines. It'll zap that spot. You can put it on any of your body. It's just as good as whatchamacallit, as the acupuncture itself. You don't have to worry about rolling on any needles if you kind of you doze off and forget you have needles in your back, right? Yay. Where's that? They're all Smith. Yep. Yes, they are, Dean. The same with some of the if you ever get a chance to watch any news clips, if I just see the title, you can see how many times they put threes and all these coded numbers in these titles on your the television regular everyday programming. I see it from a distance. I don't really watch it, but I see it and I'm like, you know what that says? People are like, what? Well, you see the notice of three? How many times they say 3 people and 3 people or 30 people because there's a 3 there?
I don't know.
Yeah, Alaska, that'd be crazy. I've
Alaska,
seen some nice flying lakes there and stuff that I would love to visit. Oh man, or actually anywhere out there would be nice. Go and
yeah.
hear no vehicles except for like a 4-wheeler or something, or a helicopter dropping somebody else off. Oh, that'd be sweet. Go to a lake that hasn't been fished yet. It's a couple of years. Oh, that'd be priceless.
Yeah, that's a lot of things there happening there. UFO
Yeah,
also. You have to check that movie, The Four Kind, that took place in Alaska.
yeah, okay. Fourth kind. Yeah, I've seen that magnet fishing on YouTube. I've done it before.
Magnet fishing, how is that?
You put like 1,000-pound magnet on the end of a rope, and you usually it's good to go by. You know where people use the same docks all season long, to get in and out of their boats. Guys go there and you drag the magnet along the bottom, and they pick up lures, phones, money, wallets, anything that's metal that'll attach to this magnet. They pull up knives. People have found guns that are from crimes, shit like
Oh,
that. Yeah,
yeah. Oh, that's
that's
really awesome. No, I was thinking, how are you gonna get a fish with a magnet?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can see.
Well, now I understand why you mean magnet fishing. Yeah, well, that's cool. You
Yeah,
should.
there's some crazy stuff up there in the skies, man. I don't know if those are Fresnel lenses, those circles that are up there, like to obstruct objects. But there are some kind of Fresnel lenses, or what kind of lenses are those? Optical
I know.
lenses that have.
I know Alaska has its own like Bermuda Triangle there, and
Mm-hmm.
I know there's a mountain there. Like it's like what I understand. It's like an airport for UFO. A lot of UFO come there. It's like an airport. There they station. I don't know. You know, wait. I'm gonna check. There's a mountain, and
There we
inside,
go. Thanks, Robbie.
gonna check them.
Parabolic dishes. Thank you. I was searching for a word. Searching. Nation 30 in the news reports and COVID. Yep. Oh, yeah. And you notice in a lot of movies and older movies we watched, usually the one funny guy that's in the background, usually the muscly guy that's working out to stand out, always has different, like 88. So many 88s in coding.
88. 88 is good.
Yeah, it's good, but I think they take it for themselves, right?
Yeah, but
And
eight is stand for power, abundance,
yep,
yeah, prosperity,
yeah.
lucky. It's very luck, and specifically in the Asian culture, they see eight as very good and fortune and luck number.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Trump. Yep, I hear you. Trump's the 88 man. In my opinion, the false prophet that the Bible warns everybody about.
You
Straight
think
up.
you think Trump is the false prophet?
Yeah,
Huh.
straight up. That's my honest opinion. He's acting it right out, man. Right,
Well,
he's acting it right out. He's calling himself an angel. I've seen another decoding from Jurassic Liars, and if you look at, like, there's coding as Elvis as the king, and then Trump and Elvis linkage, and if you look back, Trump and Biden are in the same bloodlines. You can dig back that far to see they're in the same bloodline. They're not against each other. They're buddies in this act.
You think they're buddies?
Oh yeah. Like you can see where the Trump, he says he's going to take Hillary down. Everybody forgets about that. You know what I mean? They haven't done nothing. People don't realize if you try to get the whole process of the swamp, you have to start at the bottom and work your way up to the top. So everybody sells everybody else. That would take 100 freaking years.
No. And then that I have other information on it. Well, I had that video before they took my channel down. I had a lot of videos there with that, and there's operation happening that they're, what you're saying, taking the guys, because this pedo network is very big. It's bigger than I thought self. It's worldwide. They have underground bases all over the world. They call it deep DOMs, deep underground military bases. And these bases were used. These children.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that they have it all under the ground stuff, but I don't know about like when they put the numbers of children, like 3 million and stuff. It's just coded numbers. You know what I mean? You don't know.
Yeah, it depends. It's like Gematria with the guy Gematria News. I see what he doing, but I don't agree with him on few things with the numbers. Now I see numbers can go both ways too. Is how you perceive it, how you decode it. You can decode it one way. I can decode it a different way. What are you saying?
Just moving my telescope. I was itching to get it out tonight.
So yeah, I don't know.
I can put my my camera, my phone, right onto my telescope.
That's cool.
I know where to put my fingers. I'm too cheap to buy one with a camera for it. So I just put my camera up to it.
Lol.
And I just put my finger in this one spot and just center it, and boom. I could just read the sky like that. That's how I get a lot of my close-ups. The redneck telescope. I can do it with my binoculars too. Put my phone up to it. I just put it up to the left high lens, center it, find the center, and dial it all in, and I can look up in the sky.
That's cool.
And that way I can darken my phone as I'm doing it, right? So I can get very good detail.
Huh, no, that's cool. Oh, I see, Mr. Well, if Q is a psychop, why are they banning it all over? They ban also my Instagram account. I had Q information there. Biden. I had different. They ban. Mostly they're going after everything Q related. They're banning every account.
Yeah, that's the weird part too. I think it's because you're such a focused person too, Alex.
Focus?
Yeah, you have just a different focus than most people that are investigators, right? You got that open-mindedness to take more knowledge in, to discern it, to try to counter the thoughts you already have, which is what open-mindedness is, right? Just sometimes we don't all actually see the whole angle and everything. So that's what we're all here for, is to not alter anybody's mind, but just to bring a different light and look and visual perspective to any situations.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've noticed a few channels that used Q to build it up. Like some of them went from like 250 people to 30,000 in no time.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, and they all, like, a lot of them are gonna have a hard time doing it because they changed. They started using it as a job and bringing this in, and next thing you know, have the join button and Patreon, and whoa, that's crazy. I could never imagine doing that for a job, but to consistently push that Q stuff every day, though, like we always know that there's.
But the channel wasn't taken down.
We know it's 90% truth, but that 10% is twisted truth is what keeps everybody in the twirly wind of non-believing. You know what I mean? They think we know enough that you don't have to, like, they give you enough that you don't do any more thought process into it, right? If
Yeah.
you basically get it, like a smart person, like a book smart, they'll understand it and they won't really search. They'll think they know enough, so they'll stop at that, right? But the people who just, that want to dig deeper, seeing is believing, right? For me,
Yeah, most people, I don't have to see to believe. You know,
yeah,
that
like I
sometimes
say,
just get the feelings when you know it. And sometimes you just get the energy, and energy doesn't lie. Yeah, okay, like Mr. Mensa, I'm saying something's gonna happen from it's gonna start now till next year. I see next year is gonna be big changes gonna happen, especially for the people living in the US. Something's gonna happen. Some people are gonna be taken out. If something doesn't happen, then I know there's already people working on Plan B. They're self gonna take Hillary and other people down. So I don't worry.
right?
They're already people. They're already exposed.
Well,
There's a lot of
yeah,
people exposing them already.
right,
The whole thing is exposed. I know there was like
right.
young fella who was in Washington D.C. They had a thing called drain the swamp. Drain the
Hmm.
swamp. They got a lot of people there.
Yeah, they are still acting the Bible out, though. Originally, the Bible used to keep humans in a paradigm of, instead of setting us people, brothers and sisters, on that straight walk, they get that twisted stuff in there to make us feel like we're not worthy, right? As soon as they tell you you're not worthy and you got to try to earn it, people just give up because you don't have anybody there really patting you on the back to tell you, hey, you're doing good, you're on that righteous path, right? So a lot of people will have to go through the ringer before they even woke up, right? No
Yeah,
matter if you're going through life negative or positive, you still have to come to that realization
yeah,
but still, from what I see, um, is, yeah, a lot of biblical stuff to keep, like, just enough to keep these people occupied, in this section occupied, and these people occupied, enough for division, right?
yeah. There's a lot of people correlating it to Revelation and to
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Mensa. I don't know about that because I got information also, but because I got it, this how I verified my information that I get. If I get it from three different sources and all they don't know each other and they're telling me the same thing, then I know, okay, there's truth here. But
Mm-hmm.
with Hillary being arrested in 2017, what I understand, for example, I heard that, but it was only from one sources, that the Queen of the Netherlands, Queen Beatrix, was executed, and Obama and Hillary, and what is now in the front scene is clones. But I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. I need to get more information on that. But I
Mm-hmm.
only heard it from one source. So yeah, that they was planning or wanted to arrest Hillary. I don't know about that.
Yeah, they're well, still, we know they get their words made. The what was I going to say? I was trying to say
Now the percentage of people who will reject the vaccine is bigger than, like, for example, 5 or 10 years ago. There's a lot more people know about Bill Gates' human plan, human
I
lovable plan.
I think I think it's going to drag out just for a bit, and then maybe kind of getting back, but just enough to have the young people, right? Their heads kind of screwy with this stuff.
Yeah,
But yeah, I don't. Yeah, it might cause some kind of thing. We're going to see this winter anyway.
I don't know. I know for sure. Well, what it looks like, Trump. I think Trump is. I was for Trump in 2016 because fuck Hillary. She's if Hillary was in office, hey, we would be in bigger shit right now. And I'm pretty sure with Trump gonna win again, and there's some people gonna go crazy. Like BLM. Oh yeah, I saw a video today that BLM and Antifa were planning to go to the voting place to I don't know, to start chaos, start something there. But
they will be. I guarantee it's going to be chaos on the 3rd or the 4th.
Yeah, somebody leaked the video out, a Zoom video of them all in Zoom chat, talking about how they're gonna do it, planning and shit. And you know, all of those males there, what I saw in the Zoom chat, they were all like LGBT males.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, they were like, I don't know, something else.
Just different.
Yeah, they were like.
Well, they must think different to be like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I wouldn't want to be on the streets anyway in a big city on the 3rd, 4th, or 5th. Especially, the one thing that people don't understand is when Trump said he's going to rush this freaking vaccine, that usually takes all this time.
I don't think. I think it's just to confirm with the people, you know. But I don't think he's going to force vaccine. Look what he took. Did he took a vaccine that he become all better? Did he took a vaccine at the hospital?
No. Well, he'll probably get sick again and just say, "Oh, I had to take the vaccine this time if I really want to get rid of this shit."
You think?
You know what I mean?
If he do that, then okay, there's something there. And if he say, "Hey, okay, we have to mandatory vaccine everybody, military," then I say, okay, you know, he has been now compromised or some shit, you know. But till now, no, he's doing good. I cannot see anything. Everybody say he's racist. I don't see no racist shit he's saying. He's not a racist. He done more for black people in America than Obama is in 8 years. He done more for LGBT community. Obama legacy is gonna be a man can go in the women's bathroom. That's Obama legacy.
You know, another thing I seen was maybe Trump getting assassinated or something and dying for 3 days and living again and stuff like that. Just watch for stuff like that being played out.
Damn, that's really biblical, then.
Yeah, you watch. That's the other thing I was going to say. If you look at the Van Halen cover, you look at that baby on there. Look at the hair on that baby. Okay, look at the face. It's a cross between Elvis and Trump, the king and the Trump card and the king combining together. I think they're the same person myself.
Van Halen cover?
Van Halen cover, yeah, with the baby, the angel baby on it. Trump's making himself out to be a chosen angel right now. He's called himself the chosen one.
Well, I can see that he is there for a reason.
Yeah, that's a coded CD, right? Just like CC DeVille for Poison. Just think CC DeVille, 33 Devil, right? That's not his real name, but 33 is CC because 3 and 3.
I'm looking at the baby with angel babies smoking a cigarette.
Yeah. And then you get the one cover. If you blow it up, look at the twist in the hair. That's coded all for this time.
What?
It's like they run everybody through this, and then they do a reset with all these different stuff, and they already have these songs ready for another reset for the next run through and stuff. You know what I mean? It's like they keep the Groundhog Day effect going. That movie. The same old. Like, what's that guy? Where they follow that guy around. He doesn't realize he's being watched. Truman Show.
Oh, yeah.
See, if you link all that stuff together, you kind of see the stage and how it's set. You know what I mean? Because if you didn't keep people controlled like this, people would be still running the land like animals, freely. Right? If we didn't have everybody's attention drawn to a central point of drama. Drawn into the drama. Where they want somebody thinking for you instead of you doing your own thinking. You know what I mean?
That's the problem. That's
right. And the same thing with all life, you know, what people want somebody cooking for them instead of cooking for them. So you know what I mean? I think some people, if somebody could go to the washroom for you, they would ask somebody to go to the washroom for them.
Sure, I know. Yeah, I know the Lord.
Oh, who was it? Is that Voynitz that said the one CD cover of the one band I had playing on my thing? He said it was a ship on a flat Earth. Who said that today? The shirt was a like a 3 long sleeve shirt. Oh no, it was Sasquatch. He went to the thing and it was a 3/4 sleeve or something with the this group. I can't remember who it was. It was a ship on a flat Earth. Which is nuts. Yeah, it's weird. The movies that I've been led to, like I haven't really watched that many, but the ones that I've been led to and seen from afar, it's like I can just link all this stuff together. But I could never do a channel and just focus on one thing. I like to be like what they told me in school, easily distracted. I might as well live up to it.
You're all over.
Yeah. I kind of bounce here and bounce there, never concentrate on one thing. And if anything, I don't know if you guys notice, but if anything gets pulled one way and I feel that the vibe can go, I'm getting good at changing the talking point. I noticed you did it a couple of times too, but that's what keeps the flow going. Oh, there's that Christy chick. Good evening. Yeah, just sometimes when we get going, we're bouncy. It's good that we bounce, right? Yeah. It's good because the mind gets going and discernment, and it's not focused on one area.
Yeah.
Like tonight, I feel more of like bringing the biblical part because it's not about going to the Bible channels or pushing the Bible. It's about seeing and just being the goodness of your best self possible and wanting to do it for yourself, right?
Yeah. Just go by that, you know.
Right.
Live good and you'll be good. Do others as do unto you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And live that and it's good. Yeah.
And you keep the perspective and the balance. It's easy to be like that.
Right? I don't know much more. There's few things in the Bible that I don't know.
It's a little bit twisted. Yeah. That's why I don't push it, because a lot of people read the Bible like literally, like when it says God came at you like a beast with 12 heads, breathing fire. Well, that's the consciousness of the great creator bowing down upon you when you're not being a good person. That's your conscience feeling that the creator's eyeballing you, saying, "What are you doing? Why do you got to be like that?" Right?
You can look at that. Yeah.
There's that Mark Rouse guy.
Because
I'm just kidding. Howdy, brother.
One thing that is written in the Bible that literally happened that I know is fact, because it's not only in the Bible, it's all around the world. The civilization talk about it. Is the Great Flood.
Yeah, I think that's gonna happen again. Myself.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. I just heard so much about it, and Tom Spanks. He made a video, and the way he was saying in water. I don't know if you've seen that video where he's kind of coded video. He's saying it in water in it at the end and stuff. There's some funky stuff. To deal with that guy. Yeah. Just to deal with that guy with the truth, because once you get put up into a puppet, there's always 3/4 truth and some twisted truth added to keep the spin on it, right?
Yeah. They have their own agenda. Then, you know.
Mr. Mensa, right after that eclipse. Oh, it's neat that somebody put that down. Right after that eclipse.
Wow.
In the summer. Back then.
Summer of
2017 or whatever, that one eclipse is when I figured things changed. 1679.
Hey, 2017, no? Oh, if you look at
23. Because if you go with 2016, you'll come to 23 and 24. So if Trump's going to be the last president, to bring in the new, like they're what right now is one thing I can tell you is they're making everybody sick of this shit. The psyop is to make everybody sick of the red and blue, the division. Trump will wear the blue tie one day and red. Whose side is he really on?
What I understand, they're taking over the Federal Reserve.
Yeah. So the only way to do it is have the people beg for the change, want the change, and not refuse. They won't be able to refuse a change by the time.
What change are you talking about? The cashless society?
Yeah, it's going to be a slow, subtle change, but people are going to want it, and they're not even going to pay attention to it because their heads right now are stuck in the Stockholm syndrome, and they're ready to accept anything to move on with this shit, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of people that have become exactly what they want. They want people to become parasites. They want people to live off the handouts, right? That's what it's all about. I started noticing, like, they hand out, it didn't even matter who you are. They basically, in Canada, they made assistance like a career choice, right?
A career choice?
Yeah, the more people you have on that, the career choice of social assistance, waiting for that little bit of money, the more people you have to have the wealthy people working to pay for that. So those people are always stuck in the fast-paced life of debt while they're paying for the other people to live, right? The other people are easily controlled because they're not going to say no to get any money. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the rules are going to come all the way that way too, right? So they're going to say, if you don't follow this, you're not going to get your check. You'll be on your own. So
but that's, I think now with what they're pushing is that cash is dirty. Cash carry virus. We need cash. Then will be more control on the everything is on the computer.
But meanwhile, anywhere you go, those electronic machines are always failing, and people don't even want to touch them. People in line that usually use them, they're like, no, they always mess up, and they have to stand there and wait while this computer's sitting there. I still call, I know artificial intelligence is smart, but I still call it a decoy, so everybody else can be controlled without thinking somebody else is controlling them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I told people about universal basic. They're like, what? I said, universal basic income. It don't matter who you are, unless you have a very uppity job and you stick to the whatever, you're going to have the same money as the next person. Right? As long as you stick to the script. Right? The rules or whatever it's called.
Well, things are not gonna stay as they are for long. That I can tell you. Because what they just in 2017, right? That year, that was a universal year one. That was the start for the 9-year cycle, which is gonna end in 2025. So before that, big change is gonna happen, especially 2023. That year.
Yeah, 23 as 24 comes in for the last president before the one government, the one world thing takes over, right? I can see that happening. You know what I mean? Like when I watch little clips of Trump. I don't know if people notice it, but the red and blues is just a division thing. It's been since day one of this world.
Red and blue?
Division. Yeah, red and blue is first done by the emperors and stuff way back. They used one team was red and one team was blue. They're the easiest colors to kind of make, you know what I mean? And then the purple became the royalty. You see how it works? The red is a gesture, the other guy's a gesture, and the purple becomes the royalty, the overwatcher, right? Red and blue makes purple. The purple's the dominant. See how that works?
Yeah, I can see that. But now it's more like Well, you can say it as a red versus blue, and just right wing, left wing is the same bird. You can say
The red and blue is still the mockery. That's still the gladiators in the ring, keeping everybody busy while the kings and queens are animated and
fucking everybody up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They like how they watch the when you watch the bull riders or the bull killer or anything in the ring, the gladiators, the lions, however it went. There was two sides. There was the red side of kings and there was the blue side of kings. But they put their puppets and gestures and all that in there to go against each other for their play. So that's all that the UFC and stuff is. That's like even boxing, red and blue. Red corner, blue corner, red corner, blue corner. It's all division. The rich people on the red side fight against the rich people on the blue side.
Well, I understand that analogy what you're saying. I think it was like that for centuries actually, but now I see it's more like good versus evil. Because, for example, the people I can give an example, in California, they pass a bill that you can sex or sodomize with smaller, a 10-year-old child. I don't know how old, but you can sodomize with a child and there's no problem. I saw who voted for and against. All the people that voted pro that were Democrats. All the people that voted against that were Republicans.
Yeah, it's weird how you get people who flow. The people who aren't awake, they just want to belong to something. So as long as they feel that they took enough knowledge in to belong to that team, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where you see how the division is actually made. Not just people liking these different people, but just through a blue and a red, right?
Yeah, but there you see who the fucked up party is. I know. I'm not saying that all Republicans are same. There's some corrupt there too. But you see who's really pushing for the pedo agenda.
Oh yeah. Like they could be all in the same. They're all on the same team, but they're still jockeying for position, just like the popular kids, the really popular kids at school or on a big job site.
Yeah.
It really don't matter, but these people that's how they feel who they are. If they can just feel a little bit authoritative or just a little bit addictive or whatever the word I'm trying to find. Dictative.
I know that they run on division. They need division. They need chaos for them to be the savior. That's why when the George, what's the guy, the black guy that I don't know, George something, that he stamped on. When that everybody was coronavirus, stay home. When that happened, George Floyd, the Democrats, go out, protest, forget about the virus.
Yeah, it's some crazy stuff, though.
Hypocrites. Cuba. Oh, yeah, Cuba. Okay, yeah. Cuba, North Korea, and Iran are the only countries without a Rothschild bank. Yeah, that's true.
That's crazy, yep.
I know there's a street here. It's called Rockefeller Street.
J.D. Rockefeller. Those guys were the first, some of the first oil drillers that came to this land here in Ontario. J.D. Rockefeller, Charles Fairbank.
You see, well, okay, they're pretty. Yeah, they're all over the world actually. From what I see, that's why this is not a 1 year operation. It takes a lot. Few years. I think maximum it should take is 5 years to eliminate everybody. So next year we should see some result. Otherwise, other people gonna do it themselves. Because the patriots there are, they're standing down, but I don't know how long they're gonna be staying down. Because there's too many. Yeah, there's too many. There's like a lot of what do you call it, country boy like you.
Rednecks.
Rednecks, yeah, redneck.
I love it. Even though, like, I call myself the redneck thug. I'm just kidding. No, I've seen it all.
I'll call you the ugly fat thug.
Oh, what are you doing?
I know in the Netherlands, there are people there that are really, they go into the minister, calling them out, they're calling them pedo supporter and shit in the Netherlands. So yeah, the people there are really starting to wake up. So I'm happy, you know. When I saw that, I got tears of joy. People fight,
Yeah,
wake up.
good tears.
Yeah, you know,
Good
because
tears, man.
this shit has been going on for decades. You know, I know that's also that wants to needs to come out is that the royal family of Europe have hunting party of children that also not a lot of people know. All those shit need to be exposed.
Just like the Hunger Games stuff, Hunger Games and all that other stuff. I believe that's true.
Exactly like her. Yeah, I
But
never Hunger Game, but people have told
those
me
get
it's like that.
let 10 people go. Well, people have had testimony of that, where them and like 20 people got let go in a bush. It said if you make it home, you're free.
Oh shit.
Right?
No, okay. Oh, what was that is in the movie?
No, in real life, I've seen testimony of people doing videos of it saying that they survived. Luckily, they never got found by the hunting crews that were looking for them.
Oh shit. Well, what I heard about others that yeah, that was not so good ending for the other people. But yeah, if some escape, that's good. Hey, Chrissy. Chrissy in the house. Are you smoking, Chrissy? Mm.
There we go.
Yeah, they're beyond sick.
Hi, Anthony. I cast your journey in disguise. Disguise? Disguise.
Hi, Akashic Journey.
Word species. Oops, sorry about that.
Yeah, the evil is being exposed, you know, with also with the Wayfair. I found out that Wayfair is tied in with Hillary Clinton and the Obamas. Rah, rah, rah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Also Mossad. Mossad is also heavy involved.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we'll see. Because people are now talking from the I'm focused more on the cosmic wave that's coming on the 21 of December.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly
I want
the
to try to feel the energies, the different energies on those days.
yeah.
See if I can feel any differences.
That would be a good day to take mushroom.
Whoops. That was me. I got snuck a couple of those from my daughter.
Oh yeah, the Wayfair
I
also.
forgot about my mic here.
Hello. Oh no, the Wayfair critical thinker is gonna be stopped. It's gonna be go long. Oh yeah, one thing is to ban Wayfair. You know, fuck them. Make people. Hey, backwoods.
Backwoods snuck in. There he is. All is well, brother. I'm gonna make myself a tea. If you don't mind.
No, do you think? Oh, Bazzacino. That's like a Italian name. Buzzacino. No, I didn't see that. Or anybody see that? Warning about the elites and the Great Reset plan. Yeah, the elites are not. I know the elite. They don't like Trump. That's what I know. People have different information, but I know that those sick motherfuckers are not going down without a fight. They're gonna take as many people down as they can with them, with their bullshit. I call the British National Crime Squad and several child trafficking agencies Oh, that's cool, Mr. Mensa. Yeah, man. You should do that. If you're living in big country and you have Wayfair there, yeah, do that. Report on them. Well, yeah. No, we don't trust Krishna. Have many cults. Yeah, I know. In England is the biggest Freemason lodge. Central is in England. So there's like, I don't know, 5 million members or something. Anti-church. Oh, I saw another. Okay, Mr. Mensa saw another anti calling the. For me, the Vatican. People say Trump is the Antichrist. Till now, well, he's the nicest Antichrist ever. But if something evil needs to come, it will be out of the Vatican. All roads lead to Rome. Rome, the Vatican is deep shit there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know this underground torture chamber there with another species. There's few people in the World Bank, Central Bank, that came out saying that the World Bank is run by a second species. Yeah.
You never know. They got whatchamacallit, demonically possessed, right?
No, I don't think you have demonically possessed, but you have something else too. You have something that you see. Oh no, this motherfucker is just another entity.
Yeah, yeah. Once you accept the darkness, you can't go back.
Okay, I see somebody share Conflict 21, Little Virus. Damn. The climate change has released an ancient rabbi's virus trapped in the Antarctic ice. A female scientist tries to get it to a laboratory to create a cure to save the world, protected by eccentric and 2 members of the special forces. And this is a movie. Okay, drama, sci-fi thriller, Conflict 21, Little Virus. Who shared that? Let me see. Bazacino shared that. Bazacino. That's something. I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, that's what I see there is more predictive programming. You know, they put it in the consciousness of the people. That's gonna happen. Same with the 9/11 shit. But you know, I know if we raise our frequency, if we connect our DNA, our codes that we have in our DNA, they cannot do shit. None of the virus could affect us. Because I have said this on 1111 Code channel. There in ancient Sumeria, they talk about that we humans was our DNA was tampered with, right? Our DNA was tampered with. And if we go back in the now present time at the school UCLA, they have done research on the codoms, and they checked. There were children. They are children being born with when I say normal humans, we have 20 codoms activated out of the 64. So that meaning 44 codoms is not activated. And these children has 22 or 24 codoms activated than normal humans. And they injected these children with viruses and bacteria, AIDS, all kind of disease shit. They infected these children, and these children weren't affected. They were like on a higher vibration. And a quote of that school is UCLA. They say, "We are on verge of calling this immortality." Now the question is, what if all the codoms are activated? What is our possibility then? You see, what I understand, meditation is one way to connect the codoms, and by raising your frequency, all the man-made diseases is not going to affect you. That's why I'm not scared with the what do you call it, the nanobots. Everything is frequency, right? Like Tesla said, everything consists of frequency, vibration, and energy.
Energy, yeah.
So if you raise your energy, your frequency, those man-made shit is not gonna affect you.
Right.
So yeah, that's my conclusion on it with the DNA and and with the codons. Meditation is one way I understand is a way to connect the codons. You can look it up.
Hmm. And well, to go against the dark frequencies, that's why I say too. If you're fully confident in your inner self, through acceptance and everything, those when somebody sends just like if they call your name to your face, if you're not confident, you're going to start believing what people tell you to your face. So if the dark energy is telling you that you're not doing good, and you're going to
Yeah.
start listening to it also, right?
Now, yeah. Then yeah. That's yeah. You have to brainwash yourself. Like I don't um like I have things around my place like I am infinite, I am abundant, I am powerful. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're trying to brainwash us, right? With all these propaganda and advertisement. So why not brainwash yourself? So yeah, I have those positive. You have to, have positive thought. You can put it, having
Mm-hmm.
call it. I don't know. There's a I don't know. There's a name for it. I forgot the name, man. Shit. The weed hit my brain.
um, oh, that was funny, critical Heidi. Last night, I went and had ice cream just after my stream. I went right for it. I keep forgetting that I got this new headset that's got a sensitive mic. Try to have sneak a little snack.
Nice. You got munchies?
Mm-hmm. The edibles does it, I think.
Oh, you on edibles?
Well, like they say, out of sight, out of mind. My daughter came in, she's eating this, and eating that, and then throws some on the table beside me. Think for her conscience wise, right? I
Nice.
wish they had a conscience when it comes to dishes. They call me the dishwasher. They ask, "You guys got a dishwasher at your house?" Yeah, Dad is.
I don't know. Well, with
Green tea.
with the
Oh, but
condoms, with everything, there's something. I think a light energy that's gonna come in the near future. That's also gonna help activate our codons.
mm-hmm.
Hmm. Oh, okay. Basacino says I had cancer twice. I got into control of my energy and I've been cancer free for 23 years. I'm still going. Nice. That's cool. It's all about your thought, thought
Mm-hmm.
and your diet. It's also very important. Yeah,
Big
that's
time.
cool. You're strong minded then. That means you can overcome anything.
Excuse me.
Oh yeah,
You playing the game?
Qigong is good. I have done Tai Chi. Tai Chi with the energy flow. It's very good too. Qigong, Tai Chi. Yeah. Yeah. Ellie Berry is all mentalism. Mental and your diet. You can change anything but just change your diet. Don't eat McDonald's and shitty food.
Yep. And let
Try
the stomach shrink.
try to make your own thing and bless it too. If you don't can't get really good food, well, when you make the food, bless it, and that will also help to change the molecular level structure of it and be more healthier. That has also been shown to work when you bless your food, you know. So yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, my Tai Chi was kind of all the movement, hand movement, slow movements,
Mm.
some slow movement in pegboard holes, like tic-tac-toe boards, where you cross your hands and you put them through the slots and different stuff like that, and you try to vision where your hands are going, your hand-eye coordination and all that stuff, and centralize your thinking.
Mm. That's good. Yes.
Your friend?
What happened to Akashi? Oh, your friend is not good.
Oh, your brother. I hear you, Anthony.
Oh,
Kashik. I've had quite the month. I don't know. I told people this morning I got one of the roughest months ever going on right now.
yeah, man. It was a more inner reflecting one. Did you get an inner reflection of things popping up of some shit like that? Out of no, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen. I can't wait to find Max again. I haven't been to his channel. I want to do some remote viewing.
It is a 5 universal month, and 5 is all about change and different things popping up, different opportunity, different things. Just different shit popping up. It has been like that. I know.
Mm-hmm.
November and December is also going to be some interesting one, being a 6 and a 7. And then going back 6 and then big 7. We're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then going 6 and then 7 again. So I see, from November till February going to be something. Also, the numbers, just looking at the numbers.
I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm just on YouTube right now.
Oh yeah, YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna light my joint up now.
I'm gonna go have one in a minute. Well, just so everybody knows why I'm doing a little bit more talking, it's because I myself lost a couple people this month.
Oh yeah.
We had my brother 3 weeks ago, and this my mother on Monday. Right? Yeah. I don't know. They still haven't gotten back, so they haven't given me a definite on what to happen totally. But yeah, it's been a crazy month, man.
Yeah, man, that's shit, man. That's sorry, man. To hear that.
But yeah, that's all good.
Yeah, well,
That's the darkness.
it's
Darkness attacking, I think.
it's more than that, brother. It's more than that. When I hit the jackpot, I already know what's happening. What's happening can't be stopped.
No, we have no control over anything of it.
No, and what's they've been, and this is in South Louisiana. Everything's happening. These hurricanes, the doctors, they've been giving my brother the experimental drugs, I guess we want to call it that. I don't know. His mind's so screwed up. They found him in a unresponsive state a couple of days ago, and got him back. No pulse. He was not breathing, and they brought him back, you could say, or unpaused him.
I'm positive, yeah.
No, I mean, what do you want me to do here? I mean, I can't deny what it is that he is no more than I am, or you, or anyone else. It's the way my mother's handling this crap to begin with, because, you're selling something, you're trying to put him in a nursing home because no one down there wants to fool with a brother. I used to be like him, slow learning. I come from a long ways, and for someone to shut him out, I'm not in a position to be able to help him. I don't even know what to even give him. The only thing I can give him right now is all the energy that we can send him, and I know I have enough family here. We can make that happen. If anything else,
well,
save him from himself. I'm just trying to figure out if I can, because this that we have, brother, it's for the individual user, but it's hard to share it with free will, and that's the problem. So I need all the thinking and the not thinking, but the pure energy of just the song and dance, and we'll see if we can bring ourselves together, because they really are fucking us up in a bad way.
But everywhere. It's not just like
I had the best look. Even though I had a few arguments last night on Bob's channel, I had the best time of my life. Even though I got into it with Drop, it doesn't matter. I made things right in myself. When I start talking to the ones I banned in the past, apologize, and I'm doing what I need to do. I have to go through what I have to go through to work on me, because until I work on me, how can I help anyone else? I came a long ways from not knowing nothing not long ago. Now I'm something. I'm something I'm not. At the same time, I'm no better than you or the next person before or after me. That's why I try to, I don't know. Every time I look under a rock, I find something different. Every time I look this way, I find something new. Every time I try to piece this together, the world gets more mysterious. So I don't know. What I'm trying to tell you is, you don't know what's going on. This balance thing is very precious. At the same time, it's beautiful. I want to help my brother maintain his living ability, but at the same time, he's shutting himself down. He is innocent in his mind. And when I say innocent, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's just giving up on himself. So what happens is his own self shutting down, because when you're innocent and in that way, aren't you innocent if you're not totally there to begin with? You have to be. It's got to be that way, because when they tell me the child's born into sin and they don't know, I have a problem with that. A real problem.
Right.
And when they tell me that I can't be equal with a woman, I have another problem with that, because we are. I'm telling you, I am as much woman as I am a man by choice. People don't hear it. They don't see it. They think it's a crucial thing to say. But what I'm telling you is very powerful. The 5 elements of what we are. I mean, that's proof in itself. We're water, we're fire, we're all that. We're everything. Everything they're telling us that we're not. I just want to turn this around for our sake. Doesn't matter what they've done in the past. If we can turn this around in the now for our advantage, I don't care what they do in the future, or who stole what, or who killed who. Just give us our space to make this place what it used to be. Nature. Whatever that takes.
Nature-filled energy and frequency for my children is what I want.
Yeah. Just you make this world a better place for future generations, not just for yourself, but at the same time, science is sitting back, not saying nothing. They know more than they're saying, and the reality is they're holding all the keys. But the secret is that I'm seeing is letting this up and happening softly is the way it needs to be, and I get all that, but it ain't happening fast enough according to us. It could happen, pick up a little pace, but is it too soon or is it? I mean, are we? I don't know. It's safe to say that you don't know because no one really knows. They're only going by numbers. Um, but yeah, the truth is there's numbers, and these numbers are lining up, and there isn't a perfect alignment happening on 12/21/20. It's definitely in my balance, and let me share this other secret. It's doing something into me. Something's lining up with me to the moon. It's starting already. My heart began moving. It's jittering. It's spinning. It's jumping up and down. I'm starting to get some up and down motion, and I'm getting unafraid of heights. Something's happening to me. I'm getting less unafraid of heights. So whatever happens to us tomorrow, we need to be looking at the moon. The moon is generating something for us. I feel it. A good energy. We need it. It's got something to do with 12/21/20. I don't know. I can't connect it. I'm having a problem. I can't see. Something's blocking me from seeing all that.
And then I don't know the moon. I don't know. I question the moon. If something is emitting from the moon, it's questionable.
Well, it has everything to do with the moon. The moon is everything to do with our women. Even the tides, everything is tied to us, man. Look at it.
That's the gravitational field. Yeah, that's the
frequencies I'm talking about, not the moon itself. The frequencies of it.
Well, I'm also talking about the frequency.
Yeah. I'm with you, Alex. I'm with you, brother. I mean, we're not having a communication barrier. I'm just making sure we're on the same page. That's all.
Oh yeah, no. What I understand, Saturn is sending some frequency to the moon, and the moon is amplifying, sending it to the Earth.
But here's the catch, brothers and sisters. None of this is actually happening. It's happening all at one time, but it's not really happening. I mean, I can sit here all for years and try to explain it, and y'all still, most of the world still wouldn't get it. But it's not for everyone to get. We get it, but the world doesn't. But at the same time, as long as some of us gets it, that's what it takes. Some of us brings us all together. All it takes is one to create the seed, and it plants and it interbreeds, it intercedes, it evolves, because that's what we're here doing. We're planting the seeds for our future generations. So if we upgrade the computers, cars, buses, trees, and homes, we need to upgrade our minds too. Alex, that makes perfect sense. We're upgrading our phones. We just forgot how to upgrade our minds. And they fooled with our food. Now we're going to get our food back right. We're working on that now. Look at I had a long talk with Bob. I'm listening to him more because I'm listening to people more than cutting them off. There's more to it than me cutting them off. And I got a bad habit of that. You know?
Is that the moon? This is the moon. Look at that moon, the artificial moon that was brought here.
The moon, it's artificial, all right, but artificial. What is artificial? Let's look at artificial. Artificial is a light shining from the sky, but what makes that light so bright is a few mechanical options. We can call it kinetic energies, we can call them levitating energies, or we can call it hanging from a string. Makes no difference for me. Only thing I'm telling you all is that earth, fire, water, space, and air is 5 elements.
Yeah, but that's the illusion. All elements are one. That's the illusion of separation.
But it's the best confirmation of who we are and what I am, because it keeps us in check. It tells us who you are. When the wisdom sinks, it rises. That's like setting. It's like this. Let me give you a better. Let me tell you how powerful we become when we do this in the inner way. It's like dropping these nuclear reactors down into the water. We start producing so much energy. That's right. We are that powerful, brother. We are the natural, what we call nuclear reactors built right into us. We can cool ourselves down. We can raise our temperatures. We're the best 0 point energy walking right now.
Yeah, we're like what? We have like 1 trillion cells, and every cells
Yes.
produce like can produce 2 volts. So you can multiply that, and you get a lot of what?
Trillions of volts. You
Hmm?
can't you can't even we can't even calculate in our head the volts we get out of that. That's how powerful one being can become. So what I'm seeing here is, yes, if one person makes it to the other side and one person says, I grant everyone freedom, it's happened. That's the way it happens. That's the way it works. Because if it starts as a zero and comes back to a zero, I have a problem with that, Alex. Any number times zero is zero. It comes back on zero. It has to. It has to come back from where it started. This reality will go back. It's the way it's designed. It's the mechanical game of time. Don't make me change the rules. You see the clock going around like I do. You see the clock, you see father time, whatever you want to call it. But your mind can slow it or speed it up. That's a fact. When we don't think about things we're doing throughout the day and we're working and we're in a groove, time flies. Think about it. I'm telling the truth. It's not a lie. It feels good to tell the truth, doesn't it? Share it, because we are time travelers. We really are. We really are. When we raise ourselves to those frequencies we need to be, we're spinning our portals. We're spinning past the past. We're moving. When I feel those ores flowing through me, I'm speeding through time. I'm getting my upgrades. I'm getting something that feels so magnificent that is raising me out of this shithole. The truth is, it's raising us out of this shithole that we shouldn't have been in to start from the start. We're only here at a minimal. This extension of time is something else.
We're here for a reason at this exact time to experience. We came here for a reason.
We signed up for this. Most of us have memory of this. Most of us do not. But, I got amnesia like everyone else does. I remember things when the timing is right, it seems. It seems the timing's always let me tell you how you know when it's in sync. When people start lining up with you and saying stuff to finish your sentences, that's when you know something's about to change. It's that deja vu moment. Like what happened last night. Something changed between last night and this morning. When I woke up, there was a tsunami. A tsunami that had hit 2 days ago. I saw a vision. I had to go looking, and I found it. Poof. 2 seconds later, it just posted. No one had posted anything about it. 2 seconds later, there I saw it. So yes, there's something to these meditation, remote viewings. Oh yeah, it's mystical. It's mysterious.
Yeah, it's like also what I just mentioned earlier about the codoms. That just shows there that we are really powerful. That
Oh
nothing
yeah.
can affect us with,
No.
and it also showed that our DNA was tampered with, and
Yeah, that's right.
a few things were turned off so that you can reverse aging, anything, or stay at.
Reverse engineering. That's a dead giveaway. When I started when I say I think inwardly, let me tell you what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the way they built the temples to work its energies outside the box. Once you realize what the frequencies are doing, they're creating kinetic magnetic waves of quantum entanglement, quantum spin. That's what the temples represent for me. They're representing my heart outside. When I realized that, I inverted it from what I was seeing, and I showed y'all the demonstration on my channel many of times. The spinning atom, because that's what we are. That's what I feel inside my heart. My heart has been upgraded 2 or 3 times since the last time I've sat down here, so it's steadily upgrading like a computer. Let me show you something real quick. If I may, can I do that here? I don't know if I can. No, it has to be from my channel. If I'm on my channel, you can. If I'm on my channel looking back at myself, if you take your camera and turn it to yourself into the camera of the computer, it shows you the truth of what you are. That's an infinitive choice of any multiple choice you're ready to make at any given time. It's already been chosen, pre-programmed. That's a fact. I can't make this up. It's the only way I can prove to you all that we are who we are, because the I is the one single I that connects us all.
What I?
The one I. One eye, one horn, flying purple people eater. One eye, one horn, flying purple people. Anybody get it yet?
No.
Well, I do. One eye sees all things. And when one eye recognizes he's an eye, he's everything. All things and everything, because that's the truth. Because it's his balance, it's his will, it's his multiple choices. If he brought himself to that balance, then he has the right to do what it is he wills. Just as it was in the past and every creation before that. So yeah, there's a lot going on here, but there's a lot going to get real weird, really weird, because when they start releasing the ETs and the terrestrial and what they've been doing, oh, that's going to really piss off a bunch of people. But at the same time, it really doesn't have to go there. When you realize
it's
what
gonna
is
because next year is going to be a universal. You see, the numbers doesn't lie. That's why the numbers is too perfect. Nothing is everything is right on track.
Well, that's something that I do know. They manipulated the numbers. Oh, there's everything wrong with the numbers. No. It's nothing, no big deal. I just want to tell you this for myself. Everything's wrong with the numbers, but it works for them because they know the code of how it manipulated them. They're manipulating us with the code. So if we keep it in the frequency, that's when we tell on them. We're telling on them. So we're telling on ourselves so everybody can know. That's how I look at it, because you let the right hand know what the left hand's doing, then you're doing something, Alex. Because I don't lie to myself. I'm letting the left hand know what my right hand's doing. They train me to hide myself from myself. That's what I've seen them doing in elementary now. They taught us division from day one. Remember in the books? The cat in the hat, that's the dirtiest trick they ever pulled on us. The cat of division. Think about it. Flintstones, Popeye, the big, the good, and the bad, they divided us from the start. They shouldn't have done that. That's where mankind screwed up. They knew what they were doing. That's intelligence. If you really want to know the truth, they intelligently changed languages on purpose. I know the culture of Cajun. I know they once were Indians. India is Indians. The names were changed, but Indians is Indians. Whether you call them African or whatever, they're Indians.
What the Native Africans, or
they're all, everything was native back and if you go back far enough, I don't want to say too much on someone else's channel. My brother knows what I'm talking about, but I don't want to say nothing about the sea. What I'm saying is, because it's been staged to a point, what do you do? If the heritage, if something's wrong with the past, what do you do with it? You got to leave it alone. Let it go. In order to leave it, you have to let it go, not think about it anymore, and move forward. That's the problem. People are thinking about all these wars and everything they've done in the past, and they can't move forward.
No, wait.
Sign and error. That may be in the programming. I don't know.
No, there I have to disagree with you. You have to learn from the past so you don't repeat the same shit in the future. Because there's a saying, history repeats itself, because people don't learn from their past.
Well, disagreeing is not the start, Alex, because what I was trying, you didn't hear what I was saying the way. See, I think differently. It doesn't mean that I'm better. It just means I see things differently. Yeah. Let me see if I can try another approach at that. It's the self-division, the programming. The damaging part of all this that we're going through is the damaged programming. If we can undamage that by unconditioning our minds, we can change time. Space-time is what I'm saying.
Fire in the hole.
We can change space-time. Our minds can merge ourselves and change this wacky experience to something else. 3 clicks and I'm home. That's not a coincidence. We have to repeat words 3 times. This is so powerful. This has raised me up even higher. 3 Beetle, Gauss, Beetle. Don't say that too many times, because that does really cause a problem. But I'm saying, when you meditate 3 separate things and lock it down with numbers, you're binding spells against yourself or something else. So yeah, I'm learning what to do and what not to do at the same time. You get bit. Don't you get bit, Matt, sometimes?
Yep. Excuse me, I'm coughing.
I just got bitten.
You know, 78. Had a brother.
Stop munching on my butt, dude. I told you I'm not gay. Hey, I was just joking. No, I'm hey guys in the chat. I was only joking. That's my brother Matt.
We're
And
good friends. We're really good
let me
friends.
tell you something. I'm not gay. He's not gay. We're just having. There's nothing. Gay is happy. That's what we are. Gay and happy. Gay in happy, not gay and happy. But gay in the happiness. Shut up, Tony.
Yeah, that's funny.
Shut up. Tony the baloney. Tony the tiger. Anthony Quinn.
Just rolling one.
Oh man, let me tell you something. Being a bully and becoming the bully is one and the same. When you treat other people as bullying people around, I had that habit of doing that to women when I was coming up. That wasn't my fault, but it happened that way. But I'm changing every day. That reminds me of how I speak. Now I'm learning you can't treat people that way. It just doesn't work. You can't call people names they've been belittled all their lives. And the word beach, that's so degrading. It really is. When you hear somebody say that time in and time out every day when they're angry, something's wrong there. I see it. I see it clearly. Cussing, talking to people, and respect is very well warranted in this time. It really is. Um, I have a lot of growing I have done. I'm not regretting anything because regret only brings more problems. But I tell you what, I have grown with you all. Y'all have y'all have lifted me. I'm saying you've done it. I couldn't have done it without you all. I couldn't have done this experience without you all in it. That's why I include you all. Whoever makes this to the grandest, whatever the outcome is, I'm including you all in my vision. I have to. That's the only thing I know to save myself from myself. It's the only thing that keeps my hope going, my heart beating. This new beginning. I don't know. I feel a new me coming, a real new me. A new me's coming everywhere. When this is all over with, we'll be hugging each other. We may not even be hugging. We'll be just so in awe in the frequency, just looking at all the beauty, man. It'll be one. Just look at it like an LSD with you in full control. Just the beautiful colors of everything you can think of, everything you can imagine, just in one big, giant, happy ball of your will. Isn't that fun? To know that you're not going lower,
Yep.
you're going higher, baby. Higher in, let me say, balance wise. You're rising out of self. We spent a lifetime doing the bad things they programmed us to do. Now we're realizing it and we're waking ourselves to this. Well, ourselves are waking ourselves to this. I'm going to say that 98% of us has helped already. So we were nudged in our rightful manner at our rightful time. I want to say that because this has to be that way if it's evolvement. To be involved, you have to get involved. I mean, you have to entangle to have sex, right? Well, that's involvement. That's evolve. You can't have
I
kids,
call it
you know.
sex is merging of chakras. Emerging chakras.
Merging the both. This is what I call
doctrine.
Learning the Rubik's Cube. There you go. Doing your Rubik's Cube. And every Rubik's Cube is different. Oh, yeah. That's a good way of looking at that. I never thought of that till now. Do your Rubik's Cube. Every Rubik's Cube is different. Look at the combinations. Look at the colors. That's a fact, baby. I'm talking 1,000,000 to 1, 1,000,000,000 to 1 in color. If you look at the way it's mixed, look at the way the color. They're doing this. Now I see it. The Rubik's Cube's mixing all the colors. Your mind can reflect what you're seeing in the colors. Indifferent, the ones and zeros. Yeah, they show up. But what are ones and zeros without the sounds?
Vibration.
There you go. There you go. Vibration. So when the barcodes pop off of me, it pops off ones and zeros. Vibrational energies. See, watch. Your mind does this because I just realize, well, I've been realizing this, not just realizing it. I don't know. I probably do more than or pretend to be something. I don't pretend to be anything. I try to be nothing but what I already am, or try not to make anything new about myself. But anyway, look at the barcodes. I can make them totally solid, like there, when I'm not thought. It's keeping the mind silent, not thinking anything. Watch what happens. It turns completely black. Now, when I think about something high in frequency, watch what happens. See, it goes high and up, and it creates the balance. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Y'all can get the practice that way by using these virtual realities. These are tools they're giving us to wake us up even further, and they are interacting with us. I've discovered computers they're really interacting with us. They're artificially intelligent, just like you are. And if you opened up to them, they'll open up to you. That's simple.
You're saying to open up to AI?
I'm saying to open up to what you are, the frequency, not AI, the frequency you are. The frequency of you are is the vibrational energies of voltage. I'm just saying the truth.
Right.
It's voltage, brother. It's, if you want to call it artificial intelligence, that's your word. I don't disagree with that if that's what you want to call it, but I'm calling it something that it is, biologically living, because if the numbers go, any numbers times zero is zero, that means it's going back to zero. We go through this to come back through zero. And now look at what happens when I think. It's telling me wow. When the energy hits me, it's loving me. It's loving me, loving me, loving me. Look, man, it's just loving me. Wow. And the dark energy is just as good as the light. I don't know what people's talking about when you're saying demonic, because I'm looking at this as a balance of current, not dimensional energies. Yeah, they may be dimensional. I don't know that. I'm still learning as I go. But to take the good with the bad, if you look at the wording, it rains on the good and the bad, and you suddenly realize that this experience is for anyone and everyone. Forget sin, forget all the bullshit, and just live, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Live to the inside and not worry about what's going on the outside, and watch your life change around everything else, because when you change, they change. That's truth. I had a confrontation this morning. It was warranted, but it needed to happen. And when I looked up, I said, "Sir, if I'd have saw you sitting there, I wouldn't have stepped up that close. Please forgive me for stepping into your space, and please forgive me. I'm not disrespecting you." And I walked away, because me and this guy's had issues for a long time, but I was not trying to create any more problems. So yeah, whatever this place is, whatever the names or whatever they created, it makes no difference to me, because we're all going to have this experience, whether we like it or not. We're forced into this. Most of us, some of us signed up for it. I don't know who's forced or if there's any forces at all. It seems everyone signed up for this, and they just, I don't know. Matt, what do you think? I'm learning as I go every day.
Yeah, I never stop learning.
You know?
Never stop smoking.
Anybody have anything you want to talk about? Let's talk about something we were talking about earlier. What y'all talking about? I wasn't here, but I did intermingle. Yeah, that's some interesting stuff. Though. Y'all talked about. Man, I've been sitting here. I got some fresh weed here. I fired up a joint. I've been sitting here, and I think I took 2 pulls on it, since I've been talking to you all. I've been slacking up on the weed, and I've noticed that my mind has been giving me what I need automatically. Before I even start pulling on it, it's already giving it to me. That's right. The frequencies has the ability to fake weed, fake cannibal in your blood. It's the reality of mind over matter. If it's not the spoon that's bending, it's only your mind, and you see it doesn't matter. The matrix is right. We are in the matrix because I'm moving through the lines, and the lines are moving through me without making a wave. And I'm just saying that's a fact for me. It may not be a fact for you, but it is for me.
What? That we live in the matrix?
I'm living in the matrix. It's up to you all to figure out where you're living in, but I'm telling you where I'm living. I'm not saying we, I'm saying me as an individual. That way it doesn't stomp on y'all toes, because I am in the matrix. Because I recognize that I am doesn't mean I'm a bad or a good individual, just means I'm in balance, because now I'm aware. How I care for this package is another. I'm learning as I go.
Right.
These tools are everywhere. They're in our faces. It's just me being able to see how I can use them. And so far, I've been able to, sitting down with witches and warlocks and or whatever you want to call them. I'm going to call it this: sitting down with frequencies of balance is what it really needs to be, and forget all this program bullshit. Because if we sit down and think of it openly, we can get through things much quicker and much sooner.
Do you control your thoughts, or does the matrix control your thoughts?
Right. I mean, considering being on Bob's channel for 6 hours, man, I had a wonderful time, man. I mean, even though it was a grand experience. It brought back the old days. But let me tell you something. It brought out the fire in me last night. But the fire came in a new way. A new way that it saw me to, even though my brother was telling me in his own that if I didn't follow his way, it was the highway. I was still there, Alex. I was still there. I didn't jump off the panel. I didn't cuss him out.
Yeah.
I might have called him an idiot once or twice, or a dumbass. Hey, that's
free from doctrine.
That's no different than I've done before, but except I'm losing the beaches and the F words and the shitheads, and you know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to an idiot, and I made sure when I called him an idiot, and I said, "Sir, when I call you an idiot, I'm calling you an idiot, and idiot only means you don't know." I said, "Because I didn't know."
With full respect.
But when you sit slamming a freaking book down my throat, it makes me want to open you up instead of you opening me up. But at the same time, somebody has to have the wisdom to know the difference here. So it has to be me. Because obviously it can't be you. You're sitting here giving us the shit, right?
Yeah.
Giving us the third degree. They're so angry that they're giving us the third degree, they forgot why you got this gun in your left hand and the Bible in your right. Why are you fearing all this? You're the one out there doing the breaking up all the windows and stealing all the. Think about it. It's a propaganda. Where did my brother go? He fell down. He fell down.
Be right back. I see SQ is in the house. SQ. Free
What's
from
up?
doctor.
What's up,
and
oh, my stupid thing acted up. But I appreciate you guys putting your minds together for my brother. It's always what we can do for my mother, but it's not what she could do for us. And that's the problem I'm having with her. It seems like she's trying to sell everything my brother's got before he's even thrown into a nursing home. And he's only 53. Something's up to that. And it's happening in New Orleans, right next to New Orleans, where the people are really shitty. Shitty to me when I'm down there. It's like, I don't know. It's like there's an eerie feeling down there. I don't even want to go down there, but I have to. But I need your frequencies to be with me. I want you to be with me through this whole experience. So in other words, I'm going to open up to a couple of people. I'm going to allow my experience to be experienced through certain eyes, Matt, man.
That's why I like doing what I do.
That's right. Well, I'm going to let you see, but I want you to show everyone else what I see through your explanation. It'll clear up a lot of things. It'll wake a lot of people up a little bit better, without the fear, because what my brother is going through is the same exact thing I'm going through and been dealing with all along, but it's breaking him down, and it's his balance. It's his balance. Bless his heart. Bless his heart.
Yep.
I was so mean to my little brother coming up. I was really mean to him. I really was. But at the same time, I'm going to do everything in my power. I'm going to do everything in my power to save my brother, even if it costs me my own. I've seen something that even is still standing time now. They call it something on the trails, but anyway, there's something standing. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's sometimes one can kill himself with guilt. I don't want to do that with myself because that'll keep me here forever. And if I can't save my brother by doing that, keeping myself in stone forever doesn't work for me.
Right.
So I need to learn how to manipulate this transparent frequency that we have, and we all need to learn how to use these frequencies quick. Some of you in the chat probably already know that, probably already have this information, and wouldn't be a bad idea for us to start talking about it. I'm willing to start talking about these things on my channel and opening up more for the truth. But we're going to do it in an enlightenment, loving, kindness, positive way, because we have to take the good with the bad. Because if you're walking through this experience with positive and negative influences, you have to have the wisdom to know the difference to transform them voltages for yourself. You're transforming you. I want your guys to transform yourselves. That's what I did. And this is what's giving me my freedom. I want you to experience that freedom from the inside, because once you get it from the inside, you can release this body at will. So that in the event something happens, you can remote view in a nanosecond, literally. Because what is a nanosecond? You have to look at what we are. What is a nanosecond already? It's something that can be controlled. We're controlling nanotime already. Now we're controlling our way. When we bring it our way is better than any highway ever been created, because it's the right way. Because it's in our DNA to do it the right way. It's genetically designed that way, not the way they're programming us. The influencing, the manipulation. They've been tampering with something they should have let evolve all along. You see, there's a lot of evolvement that got involvement, and this happened many times over. So how many has actually invaded us is the exact question. People don't have a clue what happened in 1999. They're all still sleeping, or in the Philadelphia experiment. In my lifetime, this world exploded. One time, I know for a fact, in 99, this world exploded, imploded.
Imploded?
Imploded, that's right. How they did it and how, I don't know the loopholes or how they, man, let me tell you, they're geniuses when it comes to computing. Whatever's happening in this experience we call reality is really an experience that you can control if you use it. Use it in your balance like a labyrinth, keeping in between the labyrinth. Don't use any of those. I'm going to call it. Don't use any of those traps.
What's your explanation for the Mandela effect?
Well, when you realize that one kinetic energy can be bent over another and hide another, then that's how I can explain it. That's when I can. Let me just explain it this way. It's when you rise so high up in frequency, when you start walking, you start becoming invisible to the other beings. You walk right out of, you walk right out of, you're walking, you're not walking out of your body, you're walking out of frequency. Your frequency's walking with the body. Yeah, it does some strange things when you think that way, but it's not the thought. It's not even in the thought, it just happens. It's hard to explain, but when you combine the brain with the heart and marry the two, and I'm spinning the heart as if it was the atom, a completely 3D animation is what's happening in my heart. And it's happening now at an expansion. It's expanding. It's now expanded. It's expanded about 3 foot around my chest now. It's surrounded me like bands, and they're getting tighter together, getting firm, no shaking. It's smoother. I'm trying to say that this is being fine-tuned. It feels what they're doing to me is being fine-tuned. So whatever's happening to us through this moon and sun gazing in the morning that I've been doing, and the chats with you all and the loving frequencies we've been sharing is doing something more for me than the food has ever done, or the word. Because now all I have to do is think of a sound of a bird, and they start humming in my ears, and I can hear with the wind. And the wind speaks to you. Isn't it a fact when you're walking and you hear the wind blow through the ear? You don't know where it comes or where it goes, but it speaks. It's loving you the whole time you're walking. It really is. I can see the air. I can see the particles in the air. I can see the liquid oxygen that we breathe. I can see the lines and the grids. But how can I tell the world that? Well, you have to take LSD. You could that way, or you can do it the right way. Get rid of the toxins they put into our blood. That's what's wrong with us, the toxins. And that's the truth. They got us intoxicated with their filth.
That's why I am not any medication. I don't like to go to the hospital. Only if I broke something that I go, but I don't take any medication, pharmaceutical.
I feel you, but these idiots in South Louisiana is telling me I can't go visit my brother, and they're going to have one hell of a freaking lawsuit if they don't let me see my brother, and they force him into something that, say, I want to hear with his own words where he wants to go. If he tells me that he's agreed that he wants to go to a nursing home, I will allow that decision to go. But if he says anything other than that, I'm going to try it. I'll have to bring him home with me, Alex. I have no choice. I can't let him go where he does not really want to go. My brother.
Right.
I am my brother's keeper. I have to be. If my family won't do it, then I have to step up to the plate. No matter what happens, I've got to do what I've got to do, because he has forgiven me for things I never thought he could forgive me for. So I have to speak up for him. He can't speak for himself.
See, mine is exact opposite with my mother.
I know, brother.
Hey?
That's why I see that. Go ahead. I'm letting you.
My mother, I got adopted by my grandmother where my brother and I were 1 and 2, right? So she's been just like a loser running around the city. She never cared. I never seen her for maybe once when I was about 16. She brought me $20 for my birthday or something like that. But I've never talked to her until about, I don't know, 8 years ago. I seen her at this pharmacy thing. I never had to talk to her, but I just talked to her a couple times, right? Other than that, she abandoned me. I was dead. So I've already accepted what she did. That's why I say I can't be broken, because I've had to live with the thoughts of that, of a crazy person and somebody that's on drugs and just a party animal, right? But so I think it was 17 was the first time, like I just knew where she lived, and that's when I really got rid of her out of my life, because she tried to get in. But we were on a whole weekend partying, and we had this big walk to do to come back home. I knew where she lived, and she wouldn't even give us any money to get anything out of her house, because her boyfriend said we were just using her. So that was her chance of ever getting back into my life, right? But now you don't see her, somebody for, what, she's 70 or something, 60, 70, and or 45, 68 or something like that. And but she was all worn out. She had heart disease and all that shit, but I didn't know her things. So I had exact opposite. I had to forgive her and let her back in and comfort her in her last little bit. So, but if you guys wonder, it was not close. So we call her the egg. We call her the egg donor. If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't be here, right? So my brother and I were just different that way. But
you had a different relationship with her. It was not really a relationship.
Yeah, I didn't even care. Like, you can't say, how you say you don't care, because I got to tell everybody I didn't want nothing to do with her apartments and other, her scooters or whatever, her go around scooters and stuff like that. I don't even know her. The guy's like, what? I said, I don't know her. Fuck. That's the one thing with that, right? I might have to go sign a piece of paper, but she doesn't have a single person. If I tried to have a funeral, there'd be no funeral. This is how she just existed. But she led a life. She chose the life of when you choose the Matrix life of partying, you don't really have friends. As soon as you slow down, those friends aren't going. Nobody's going to be around you. That's what a lot of people don't understand. It didn't matter that she ran big motels and inns and like Canterbury inns and stuff like that, but she chose the life in the fast lane, right? She chose to be straight in the Matrix and just go with That looks, oh, a bluntage.
It's a blunt, yeah. This is a blunt.
But
no, just showing code, and I'm smoking creepy kush. That's why.
that's neat. Yeah, my brother told her, um, we don't know, like when somebody's got diabetes, heart disease, and they use drugs, and they're probably on 13 different medications. You know, shit happens, but yeah, my brother, he told her, he goes, "You're nothing but the sperm, the egg donor," or something like that. The egg donor. That's hilarious. That's what he always said, and he goes, "If you're not going to buy me any beer or anything, I don't want nothing to fucking do with you." That's just right. I don't think he's ever told her he loved her or anything like that, or.
I understand.
But that's the shit that happens to you when you fight evil, right?
Yeah,
you have to.
If that makes you hard, no, you went through a lot there. I see, Madman.
When you go, see with my intuition, I never seen it coming. It's like shocking when it's early, but I know how simple life is, man. If I'm never going to sit there and never think that somebody around me is not going to be taken away from the game of life, then shame on me for not realizing it can happen any day, any time, even to myself. That's why I live for the minute.
Yeah. That has
So
me.
you know, the weirdest feeling is when a coroner calls you and says you don't know definite information, but just make sure you call you don't know anybody. Say make sure you call the funeral home and they'll go and get her from this thing, and you don't even know the person. It's like, holy shit, man! I don't fucking know. Just that's the toughest part is getting. There's going to be no debt, right? Because she's been on disability for years, so that's all covered. But to do paperwork and just do all this other stuff when there's no, she doesn't even have a friend.
She had a lonely life, and her escape was partying.
Yep. Yipper. And my brother tried to live that way, but you can't do that in a GMO style way, right?
Yeah,
he made it to 44, drinking and eating bad and just living it up, man. But if you know, there's so many people every day that, pass, that go to the next. Their misery is over, right? I see it as that. I just see it as their misery is over. They're done this shit.
Yeah. I was never into that partying shit. Party lifestyle. Yeah, it's once in a while. It's good to go out, like a reggae concert. I love a reggae concert. You smoke weed there at the reggae concert. That's cool. But yeah, I don't really go out that much. But yeah, it's what is the thing,
But once inner strength.
But if you're going like every week out, that's a problem. Maybe once a month, once every 4 weeks or 4 months. Yeah, I go here once a year. I go out here. That's New Year. I don't even go to Carnival.
Somehow.
You need some Rolaids, ROLAIDS, relief. It's just a joke. I had to throw in my cat joke for Matt. It's such a dry, crummy joke. Everybody, he stopped and he goes, "Oh, I'm supposed to laugh." That's so
My
dope.
family thinks I'm the weirdo.
I'm the weirdo.
No, we all hear the black sheep of our family.
Oops.
No. Can't say the black sheep. That's racial. Don't say black. You have to say mixed.
That's stupid.
It's a joke.
Make sure I can see you.
It's a joke. Joke loud. Joke loud.
Okay, I thought that the woke shit. The woke,
family.
Yeah, I'm just being funny, but in reality, we are mixed up. We're all mixed up.
I am mixed. Like people wouldn't see that my mother is dark brown, and my father is white. I'm same as Bob Marley. Bob Marley mother was also black, and his father was white from England.
Make sure I can see you, Sun Mao. I have to see everybody that comes up here, so there's no trickers.
So yeah, all the same. Oh, Mr. Mensa says same here too. So Mr. Mensa is also a what do you call it, biracial family? Yeah.
Mike's grandfather's, what was it? What did they say? My grandfather's great grandmother was married from Africa into the white. So there was colored all through us, through our family too, coming from England.
Yeah, I think pretty much you can have few people that are like pure.
Can I see you, Sun Mao?
But I think we pretty much are mixed.
We're all mixed up.
Yeah.
You're thinking mixed up as in
Here you are.
a matter of a fact that you can see, but I'm saying we're all mixed up inside, literally all mixed up.
Inside, outside.
Hello.
And the inside reflect the outside.
Well, the inside is the outside. All in one.
Hello, Sun Mao. Welcome to the chat.
Hey, son.
Hello.
Good evening. Good morning.
Hello, everybody.
Peace,
May
love.
I? Anthony, Tony. You got a neighbor near you.
Who?
I have a neighbor near me.
No, I said to Tony, he has a neighbor near him. Don't have to say who is, not is. Maybe it can help that person with your situation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you don't have to say
that neighbor you've got there is not always doesn't talk what you talk about. That neighbor has a certain kindness,
right?
And they don't talk.
No.
Cool.
Maybe that person near you. That the only thing I can see there. Sorry, there was a moment I am.
You're seeing right. You're seeing a.
I don't know. I just have a feeling. So it's only fair to say.
Well, you're right, and I can clearly say with the fact that you are right, Sun Mao. So if anybody doubts who you are, I'm telling you all, she is
great intuition.
Well, it ain't intuition; it's a fact. She sees.
Right.
She sees the frequency of something that encouraged her to tell me that there is a need, and I have had the need. Something has been pulling me to it. I just don't know what it is. Right near me, and it's very close. Yeah. Whatever it is very close because it's hitting home because I don't know.
But your approach, emotional side, you're very and
it's.
I don't know how you can approach because I can't do that for you. Nobody can. Only you approach.
I like seeing the change, the softening.
Yes,
the change is what I study.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Well, this is what she's saying to me for my own self. She's seeing something else in me, and what she's seeing is the balance moving, but it's moving the way I need it to move to keep myself aligned. Because if I don't let myself to soak up some of this pain my brother's going through, then I can't keep him maintained till I get to talk to him. So it's something I'm going through.
Yeah, I've lost my mother-in-law, father-in-law in 1 year, and even that we didn't live under the same roof, but I have so much love there, and our relationship. And you know, I like will drop hints. They say drop hints. Used to drop hints about things, and you'd see walls sometimes, and it wasn't easy. But when you know you're doing it with your heart, and they know, they knew, they know, they know, because you can see it in the eyes.
Yeah, yeah. You don't have to sit there and talk until you figure out they know, because they know. When you walk up to them, the frequency show. They show themselves to the others. Even the ones who see each other. They don't have to talk, because when you recognize the other being, they recognize you. It's the subliminal connection. You know it's there. You can't explain it, but if you think too hard, you may be intertwined in it real quickly.
Even a sigh.
Yeah, it's a mysterious.
Even a it speaks volumes.
Yeah, if you ain't got patience and you don't have a little bit of badness in you, don't. Let me just say this. I'm gonna say this not too bluntly.
I could have been so bad if I wanted to, but it was too easy.
You're right. We all.
I don't know. Yeah, it's too easy.
Oh yeah, but people don't realize they these tools are good, but used in the wrong way can cause you a headache, and I see that.
That's what's wrong with this place. Been abused too much.
That's right, and that's why the frequency of that doesn't work anymore, because it's lost its function because of the problems it has created in this. As you can see, there's a multiple array of problems around it. Whether we call
it's sad.
Yeah,
because you see like an electric shock coming back.
Exactly. It's that's right. The alternating current that reverbs and comes back. It sends out a signal and it comes back in waves. I'm seeing it the same way. I just see it and interpret it a different way. But y'all see it in your way. I see it in mine. But in reality, it's all grids, power lines, and man, to be honest and tell you the truth, I can smell the chips burning. I can smell the steak.
I haven't got any chips on the gas at the moment. No.
Well,
chip on gas.
No, the chip that I'm talking about is the chip of darkness. It's got
those ones.
That's hilarious. I like that. That's cool.
Sinking into the sound. Okay, let me rephrase this, honey. I told you I think stupidly or inwardly.
No, it's pulling your leg.
Well, when I say dark, I'm looking at dark in a whole new way.
It's dark in here at the moment.
Feeling, because it's the feeling that gives me my connection to the positive. When I
can go outside, there's a full moon, Tony. Yeah. Hang on a second. Ouch. I'm going to find something to put on my big feet. Oh, yeah.
The moon is
when we Sass today on his trip, it was fantastic. You could see all the river, all the Sasquatch. Yeah, he went on his walk. It was good. You could see all the river, and I was saying, find a fossil, it was good. It was good, like going in, being there. It's better than...
straight up.
Yeah, that's one guy that said all the time.
Gone? Oh, that's a star.
But you got to love him.
Almost straight up. Right.
I said, Sasquatch is somebody I get mad at and ban him on a daily basis, it seems, but I still love him.
That's hilarious.
No, I really do. I mean, I'm not ban that guy. My brother, my so-called brother.
Gee.
But, I still love him, man. I think I'm probably need some water.
Yeah, because sometimes we'll say too much and we're too little, not enough. I don't know. It's hard to get a measure. Come on, where are you, big round thing? Oh, it's there. Hang on a second. I'll see if I can put the... Can you see anything? No, wait a minute. How do you turn this stupid thing round? I don't know. You see there? Can you see that round thing?
See a little... Oh, 1 second. I'm going to put you on the solo.
Soft hands and soft... The world needs a whole lot of soft love and soft hands.
That's a football.
And a lot of cotton.
Football.
I mean, lots of soft cotton. We're going to
No,
be
don't be offended. You've done well on my allotment this year. You've done well.
We need lots of cotton, lots of fluffy clouds, and lots of wings. Whew.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's pollution lighting about. It's horrendous. It's cold.
Yeah, we got snow here.
It is very cold. Man, I'm seeing that perfectly. Who's that? What is it? You, Matt? No, that's sun.
The sun.
I see the perfect moon. I can see it's dimensional. Believe it or not, dimensional.
Okay, I'll go back on chat just to say that for you, Tony.
Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. Your word means everything to me. I love you.
Okay, back to the chat. Oh, you've got one less on. Where's Alex gone?
He sure is. He fell down. What happens sometimes? Yeah. Alex can fall down. He's a weeble, he's a wobble, but he falls down, he gets right back up.
Yeah, pick himself up. Yes. Right. Okay.
Keep lifted. Stay lifted. That's Matt's favorite word. Stay lifted, sister.
Staying lifted.
Yes. Nah, I've been doing butterfly tonight. I've been on Ken Wheeler's channel. Yeah, I've been on. Well, I followed him for a few years now. Good few years. So it's like listening to. It's very comical.
Really?
Yeah, we got to understand his sense of humor.
I'll have to get by there and check it out.
Yeah, he's into electromagnetics, and he also did the torus field experiment. But I have another few people who've done that too. So
how did that turn out?
I've seen it done off a few people. Pretty good. Then he gives his explanations, and he studied various languages. It's like doing a publicity for him. I have to say, "Oh, you've got that many subs." I don't want to talk about all that business.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I've got an idea.
I
got a new idea for a different a Tesla coil. I mean, I've got this design in my head. It's a Tesla coil, one like no other has ever been made. I have it in my head. I think it'll work better and more efficient than the ones they're building. I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I need to get out. I need to get this out of my head and get it on paper and get it released. Whatever it is, it needs to be released because it's perfect. The dimensional wrapping I'm seeing in this new Tesla coil could save lots of energy. And our problem is energy, sister. You know what our problem is. It's energy is our problem. People are using these energies in the wrong ways.
Exactly.
And I don't entertain that, sister. I'm one with y'all. When we bring those energies together that way, I'm ready to do whatever it needs to be done to get this balance in order, the right way.
Well, I think someone else is that decides on that one.
Yeah. Oh, true. Absolutely.
It's
Don't say that. I know what you're talking about. Yes, I'm hearing you, sister.
To say,
you guys are going through my telescope right now.
Oh, I've lost one of my binoculars.
Where'd that go?
Okay, drop back down in the chat. Go on, I'll leave you two guys.
Thank you, son.
Up on panel. Thanks for letting me up, Matt. Thank you.
No problem. That's cool.
Okay.
Thank you for coming up.
Thank you, Mark. How you doing, brother? Mark, I saw Death Bread here earlier, didn't I not? How's he? Man, hi, brother. Welcome. I'm glad
There's the moon.
Glad I got to sit with you. I enjoyed your conversations. All of you all. Now, whose moon is that? Is that your moon or mine?
That's mine.
You sure?
Yep.
And what's different about yours than mine?
Mine's going through the clouds right now.
Well, where's mine going?
I don't know. The same way.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I have to go out the door and look.
I don't know if this simulator is over your sky, though.
You know what? I could be getting a different view. As a matter of fact, that's funny you say that. Remember that deja vu moment we had when you showed a video and I said, wait a minute, I think I got the beginning of this. And I played it and you said you sure do. Where are you living at? Remember we had to re-talk about that? The video was so close to each other that, yep, I see it. I'm seeing something else into a manifestation of the sun. There's a spot in the sun. There's a red dot, and it's in everything. There's a red dot showing up on the sun. Has anybody noticed that?
No.
It's a dot. It's clearly, it's there. It's clear. It's showing. It's showing through the cameras. All cameras can catch it now. It's picking it up naturally. So it's, yeah, it's a dot. So it's a hole. Something's something. I don't know what it is. What kind of hole is that? Is that a laser? I look at it as this: if it's a dark space or a spot on the sun, even though it's a lighter color than it is, it's red. It's a red dot, like a laser beam. So if it were, as I'm saying, an upgraded version of satellite, then that red light is a beam. It's a laser beam. It's close enough now. I'm picking it up as a laser beam. So you want to know what the sun is? It is as I'm saying it is. It's connected to all, us and the ground. So everything is us and the ground.
Yeah.
And it's up to us to figure out how to keep these balances between ourselves going round with the ground. But killing ourselves with the ammunition ain't gonna fix it. It does solve some of the solutions when you realize that it relieves some of the pressures, but that's not solving the solution, because I'm gonna tell you, the poor's been doing worse and worse every time we turn around. So this new thing that's happening for us all is a great thing, Matt. I've been listening to what you said. You all right, brother? You okay?
Oh yeah.
You all right, brother?
That was the wrong hole.
I know. That happens. Wow, I was feeling that, dude. That's a bad feeling when that happens. Wait.
Especially live.
You're eating lunch and you're eating a hamburger and you just take a sip of Coke, and that's right when it happens. Oops, in the middle of eating. That's not a good sign for no one. Especially anyone 3 foot around you, in front of you anyway. Oh, I remember the time when I sneezed. I was traveling down the, it wasn't my car, it was my ex. Oh, this is a real deal. You can't fake, you can't make this up, dude. It looked like The Exorcist coming out of it. Dude, I had no cold, and well, anyway, I sneezed all on my hand, steering wheel, and windshield, and she's over there saying, "Ooh, 2012-ish, yeah, 2011-ish, 2000. No, it had to be. It's 12 years ago, whatever year that was, 2010-ish, maybe. I don't know. It was a brand new car, a used 8-month reused, whatever you want to call that. All over that thing, and she was sitting over there like, the worst thing I've ever done, and I'm thinking it was at the time. It was gross. I sat there for 10 minutes on the side of the highway in the sun, picking that shit out of it. It was everywhere. It was bad. Did you see what your daughter did? Kind of routine. I mean, I enjoyed it at the moment, thinking about the past, looking at the movie, and I'm thinking, damn, I was The Exorcist. I was that moment.
The best I ever seen was we had in our shop class,
right?
In high school. You know how you use air hose to blow stuff off? Well, this buddy, the stoner buddy, stuck it in his mouth, and he blew his nasal cavity. He didn't realize what he was gonna do. Oh. He's had his mouth, and he blew his nasal cavity. Oh. And he had 2 of them hanging. They were both at least a foot long.
You don't say that. Wow.
It was crazy. I'm surprised he even lived, man.
Dude, that's a you're an idiot.
I seen, I witnessed it.
Why would anyone do that?
I don't know. They just don't even think. Have a good night, Code.
but they don't realize how powerful they are. And yeah,
right.
Go to Ripley's Believe It or Not. Look at some of the crazy things that I've read.
Just like I had a buddy. Buddy was putting lighter fluid in a mason jar, and then lighting it, and it was the top was flaming. It's just, we were tripping out or whatever. But we're in an apartment building,
crazy.
And what he did, he didn't pay attention that the fire was still going in the top, and he tried to spray more in it. So as we're in an apartment building in the middle of the thing, there's like 10 different apartments in this building. And as he sprayed it in there, it started following the thing up.
Breaking news flame in the chat. Breaking news. Verdia Valter passed away yesterday. Who's Verdia Valter?
Oh, yeah, she was, I heard about that. Yeah. She was a lady that was battling cancer for a couple years. She was on Ralph's channel and some other channels.
And hey, she's passed up. She's not passed away, brother. She's passed up.
Yeah, she's not going through her misery anymore. Then that's
she's alive. She's living. She's living on.
She
on. Remember the movie? Every night in darkness, I see you, I feel you. Your heart lives on.
She is inspiration because she tried. I watched her. I learn off everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. I'm learning off you. I'm learning off of how Mark put this in. He hasn't forgot about her today. I missed the other videos and the other live that he did for her. I've just been on the go, but I pay attention to everything just so everybody.
She's definitely lifted.
Yeah, and she knew that she had a lot of friends. That's one good thing that I see the positives in everything, right? She had people try to help. Everybody sent money. Everybody tried to comfort her the best we possibly can. These are people you don't even know, right? So
love has lifted me higher. Your love has lifted me higher. She's that type of woman. I'm playing her song. Your love has lifted me higher. That's one of her songs, isn't it? Higher than
probably, yep.
Ever. She's witty, quirky, funny.
I've heard her live a couple of times. She's
energy.
She's just like us, down to earth.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Level.
Yeah.
Grounded. But just like this whole world, basically, if you don't have a big family full of love, you're alone. It's a lonely world, right?
It's good to be square. Yeah. It feels good to be square. There's nothing wrong with being square. Nothing wrong with being old-fashioned. Ain't nothing wrong with it at all.
And you knew that
in the ancient way,
right?
You know,
and you knew that she wasn't coming back to use the chats. Exactly. She was there to chat with you, right?
Right. Not
like other people could take advantage of it, but
monetary gain and
right.
of control. I've noticed that. There are certain chats that I went to, and if you say the wrong thing, they think they'll call you down. Hey, no caps up in here. They're already programming themselves. Have you seen what's going on with artificial intelligence? Mm-hmm. They're teaching them how to program themselves. They're turning into robots. They're turning themselves into robots. I'm not. Me and you aren't. We're using the system for ourselves, not against ourselves. You can use the system in any way you choose to free to do so. But I see people using it in the wrong way. That's why it's not good for them to really be on it any long periods of time, because I noticed if I stay on the computer too long, I get something happens. I need to unplug, and that's
you go into that lull. Even for me, I get if I'm not talking, but if I'm watching videos and then making a video and then going here and going there, it starts sucking you back in. It's stealing your time and stealing your energy.
I respect
that you need to put on other stuff, right?
Sometimes you're pushing yourself to do something you shouldn't have done to begin with when it didn't feel right from the start.
Right.
And that's a problem I've had. Sometimes, and I've been able to sync up, but then again, when I'm going through this bullshit that my family is placed upon, you know, my mother of all, you got to love. Love is where it starts. But at the same time, I have a love and a hate relationship, and a lot of you all can't see my point of view on that, but a lot of you all can in various ways. But my love is no different than my hate. I don't want to call it a name because every time someone calls it something it's not, it creates another problem for me. And that's why I get out of it. When I look at this me that I'm seeing in myself, I'm seeing this variable controlled personality here. And it's up to me to make that free, willing choice and bringing it where it needs to be, where it feels it has to be. I don't know if it's programmed to do that or if it's something I'm aware of, but I'm learning it. I'm learning it as I go. Do I know more than I'm actually talking about? I don't know that at all. All I know is when I speak it, it comes out when it's ready.
Right.
Do I know how to entertain it? Sometimes when I move my right finger, a right certain finger in a certain way, things get a little dimmer or a little brighter. Listen to me. This experience is getting really mysterious. It's beginning to be a user-friendly experience for me now. When you can dim something and with yourself, I'm talking variably. That's pretty damn good. Now, how would I show you? How do I do that on your end? I got to learn how to do that so I can show you how that works. So showing myself doesn't necessarily show me how it works or tells me how to do it. Is that making any sense there? Because I don't get it myself. I'm just trying to figure out how it works. But anyway, somehow something with the thought, and I can dim and I can. This is flickers, but yeah, it does something to my eyes. And I've noticed that some other things does other things. I don't know. It feels good. It just if you don't know, I don't know what I'm doing. I'll stop it. But sometimes when I rub my hands together, man, these energies start feeling so good, and they just start pouring into me.
You're a wizard, though.
No, I don't think that, though.
I'm just kidding.
No, I don't think that way, brother.
You're like Gandalf riding around on that white stallion around the countryside.
It feels good. It's not something that needs to be made bad of. I mean,
right. Well, to know that somebody can go through the hardest walk of life, through the ringer, through this and through that, and then get quick knowledge to counter everything and change your belief to the truth, right?
Yeah,
that's the good part, right? That's where
it's being able to have the wisdom to bring yourselves together with enough gut and instinct to see that, hey man, you're one from the start. And what separates us sometimes when you and I may not see something in a alternating way, it's not that we're not seeing it in an alternating way. It's because something has stepped in between you and I, a thought or a resistance, and that happens sometime when we're doing multiple things. That's why it's important to give your chat the most it needs. Look at what it is that they have to say, because sometimes you can miss the best blessing of a frequency of them all just by not looking at the chat. And I think I made plenty of mistakes along this path, and I'm still learning as I go. But yeah, I still got a habit of not looking in the chat, but I do it a lot better than I have been. I can go hours and not look at the chat. You all know that.
I'm always getting lost in it sometimes.
People get pissed at me. They really get mad.
You're looking at the chat.
They throw a temper tantrum. I can feel it. Wait a minute, dude. They say, hey, you need to look at the chat, dude.
I watch it as much as possible.
Angry. And I'm thinking, dude, calm down.
I just try not to answer it while somebody's talking. That's the toughest part.
Yeah. Yeah.
When somebody comes in, it's like, I want to say, hey, hello. It's just like,
you want to welcome they need, but you don't want to be the fool who you talk
change
over.
The frequency, right?
Right. And I've done that. I have been that fool. So make no mistake, if I'm telling you, I'm obviously been through this. So I'm no different than my brother, just having the experience in my way. But along this way, we're going to figure this out. Now, this darkness that we were talking about, I'm stuck on this sound of silence. And when I get to this darker part of what it is that we are, it silences. It silences to a beauty and a calmness like I've never experienced before. You see, in the visuals and the lines, it's this experience. You can create whatever you want in your mind. It really is. It's one hell of an experience. You call it, people can call it, man, you're seeing things. Well, whatever you want to call it, dude, that's fine. I'm seeing things. Well, what do they do to people that sees things? They give them drugs. The doctors are so programmed, and of course, they're all in on it. And that's the secret I found out. Even worse than anything about. That's why I said, "Oh, I'm done with them." Now I know they know they don't have the answers to viruses. Let me tell you something: the virus does not exist. It can't be caught. It can't be caught at all that way. They're saying it's caught. It can't be spread that way, because if I'm having a virtual experience, explain to me how come a virus doesn't show up that way. You can't catch it that way. Not a blood wave, not a transfusible bloodline. It's caused by visual. High definition is what? When someone zaps you with electricity, kinetic energy through your eyes, it freaking hurts. It zaps your spine. It zaps everything, man. It hits your nervous system. So yeah, it freaking hurts. Or if you get zapped in between your teeth, you're darn right that crap hurts. It's frustrating because it locks down a part of the brain. Them eye teeth that you've got, if they're hit right, it'll lock down these places lock down certain parts of the brain. They figured out how to control. So I'm figuring out how to raise. The more they control, the more I raise or change my combinations. It's not the reason why I say raise. Raising is raising out of, but at the same time, I'm expanding all of what I'm out of. I'm going to expand my experience to the end of time if I can. Whatever that takes, whatever infinity is, whatever it stops, or even if it doesn't, I'm expanding my mind, which gives me the experience that I can share with mankind and womankind. Or how can I use one name as one soul? That mankind is womankind in one. For me, when I say mankind, I mean mankind as a whole is the woman in all. It's the woman that brings out the man in me. Let's get it right. It's the woman in you brings out the man in me. It's the woman in you brings out the better part of this anatomy. No, I'm
just kidding. You know your mic's on, right? No, I'm just kidding. I had to say it.
You know what this is, brother? You know what this is? It's the smallest rubber being peeled down so I can show you the serial number. And it's the smallest rubber you will ever see made just for you, my man. It's your size. Number on it. Have you rolled them down that far yet? Oh, obviously not.
It's figured.
It's a joke. Joke loud.
I remember hearing that one.
I'm sorry.
Growing up, you ever seen this serial number on a condom? You're never gonna see it unless you're playing with one.
You know that too. Yeah, we all got. How dumb were we? We were having fun. It wasn't that we were dumb. We were really enjoying that shit. But when you got and it didn't feel too good because they made fun of your ass. They really
because like I haven't seen no serial numbers. I don't think you're ever gonna see it, dude.
And we as boys done some crazier things than that. Don't tell me. I'm not going there, but we did. We really did it. We were nuts. What we do behind closed doors, outdoors and behind closed doors, let me just say this. What men do in a crowd amongst themselves outdoors, women are doing behind doors. Worse than that. Even at that. Or just as bad as the men are. Equilibrium. I mean, dive in. Diversity. What is that? What does that lead to? Diving, divinity. I'm diving into divinity. I'm seeing something now, Matt, man. I'm diving. I'm dividing. I'm diving into everything all in one experience. We all are. It's just how we are interpreting. Are we the entrepreneurs or the power or the prematures or what are we calling ourselves? The pretenders? I'm the great.
I'd say entrepreneurs is to go with the flow and the frequency.
Yeah.
Of being independent and fending for oneself.
Oh, under my hat. There's a bow, all right, but not the kind you're thinking. When
it's a rainbow. It's a rainbow.
Now we're speaking my language. It's a rainbow, right?
Oh shit!
This rainbow I have ain't the kind of rainbow you're thinking about either. Not the
I
gay.
can tell I'm getting tired.
Well,
When I
yeah,
start getting all corny.
the jokes are getting good, but in reality, I'm truthful about my end. That color is what I am. I'm all of that color. I represent all of that, but I'm not gay or lesbian. Or
You're a spectrum.
I'm a spectrum. That's right. I'm not feel spectrum. I'm feeling the spectrum and the light, because becoming Phil Spectrum throws me out of the light, throws me in jail, back in prison or in the courts. How he get away with murder? He had money. That's how. Money, money, money.
Mm-hmm.
Money, money, money. Money, 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 money. No, there's no bow under my head, sister. No bow under my head. There's a rainbow, yes. Definitely a rainbow. That is 100% true. And it's the skill of everything else. But I'm going to tell you something. There ain't no pole going in this hole or in this mouth. And I'm the cat in the hat saying that. And I'm straight up with that.
Oh, shit.
And I don't need a bat, because I have this cat. And it has that tap. Oh, let me dance and tap.
I needed a good laugh before bed. I was looking at that tree.
I will dance, scream, and tap up on your head. Y'all thinking I do some strange things for some change, because I ain't been with a woman for literally almost, it probably is a little over 12 years.
Strange for some change.
Don't think. I think about it. Let me tell you something. Some of these women I see make my jaw drop, but at the same time, I'm thinking, well, wait a minute. I see the fake things. I see the fake this in my mind. Oh, I quit. Nope, I'm good. I'm gonna stay away. Things that look good always isn't that good. Always. Just because it looks a little too good, always be aware. You might be in trouble or in love with Mother Bear. She might have a story to tell, or something to snare. But don't make that a care, because when you realize you don't want that to tear. We're going to poet. Ha ha. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Because when you realize that everything is that, and everything is that, and that it is not, it's this and it's not. How can you be both things at the same time? Because you can. You have the rainbow in your hand, don't you?
Not too often, but yeah.
Well, if you're thinking outside the box like you were a while ago with your joke, you gotcha. Ooh, ooh. I love that, man. Joking. But yeah, the best out of each other when we're interacting. But the truth of the matter is, we're acting now, and we're acting like two complete, funny kids.
Yeah, I like it.
And
this is my youthful exuberance.
Yeah, it's bringing back the Laurel and Hardy, except I'm a little more Laurel.
This is exactly how I treat my friends, right? Full respect. I bug them. I let them bug me back.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That is fair, yeah. And you can't let let me just tell you this, in order for that to work, you can't allow your feelings to become a part of your frequencies, man. Let me tell you something. Do, and it has happened to me. I've been guilty of it. Because if I'm talking about it, I had the experience already. I don't have to share with whom. I've already had that experience with them already. With him, I'm sitting with him right now. He knows we've hit each other's points, but at the same time, we realize there's no boiling point. The boiling point only becomes boilable when you realize that it's boiling. It's not boiling. That's the problem. It's you creating the problem of the boiling. Because what is the boil? Is it spoiling you? Why do you have to boil anything? Because boiling seems to make it less edible, or less lively, less living. Something else is happening. When we're the biological living machines, and the way we're eating our foods and the way we're preparing them is a problem. And what they're putting in them is another problem. All the dyes in the skies, that's the same code in the computer that's in the food. The same dyes they spray in the skies, the same code in the food. You see, they're spraying the food, they're spraying you. They're spraying you like a cockroach. That's right. You a cockroach, a cucaracha, cucaracha. A cucaracha. It's 3 hours and 25 seconds. We're going to go.
I was just looking.
3.
I was going to do 3, 3, 3, 3.
Brother, I was reading your mind. 3, 3, 3, 3, because I knew it. I just knew that my brother wants to go 3, 3, 3, 3. And brother, we're going to learn how to do this 3, 3, 3, and we don't have to alter it. We're going to get 3, 3, 3 without altering. Without learning.
That's the one thing I was thinking. I was meditating. I'll say this one. This one I want to get on the next stream.
The one we want to do the 3, 3, 3 on. We're doing this to prove a point in the chat. We're not proving a point. We want to make a point that we can do this. Even if we get 1 digit or 2 from it, it's good enough for us. Good enough. Close enough.
There was like 3s that looked like a claw, like a raptor claw.
Yes.
And I was starting to meditate, and they all started grabbing at each other. One was twisting on an angle this way, one was coming across around, and one was coming back around. And I got sucked into this, and all of a sudden, within, it seemed like 5 minutes, I came to what looked like the sun with the halo around it almost. But it ended up being like a pictured version of an eyeball with the lines all around the circle. Oh, it was crazy, man. And it was like my mind's eye. I went through the center of it. So that, yeah, the next level of meditation, I've been able to kind of tap into it.
I got jokes too. Oh, pitching a tent, Tony. Yeah,
I was laughing.
Pitching some tents. You can believe.
I'm a tent pitcher.
I'm going to tell you what I'm going to tell you, my brother. Bluntly as I possibly can. I do pitch. I'm going to pitch it for you. You can share my tent with me. I'm sharing the frequencies, not anything else.
This the warmth frequency.
The warmth, the frequency of love is outside my boundary of oneness, brother. I'm sorry, I haven't gotten that high yet. But when I do, maybe that's a probability in the future. But right now, I don't see that yet. But that could change, Backwoods. I'll get back with you at a later date. Can I get back with you later?
I thought you were going to say you want to go camping.
No. No, if I'd have asked him, I said, hey, woke up the next morning with a thing hanging out your butt and some dirt on the thing when we went camping. Would you tell anybody? If he says, heck no, go camping. I can go for that, but at the same time, no, I couldn't. I'd be just as bad as the one talking me into it from the start. So, but what if it's not bad? What if it's really good? If it's good, doesn't it? It must be to them because they're still doing it. I mean, you want to look at crap. Let's look at it for what it is. Whose crap is it? Your crap, my crap, or his crap? Because it's still
somebody else's.
Well, whose crap
mine
stinks? You say my crap don't stink? Oh, no, you say my crap does stink. I say it smells like roses. But you would disagree now, would you? Well, I don't disagree with that because when I smell yours doesn't smell like roses, but you says you can't smell yours at all, and I don't smell mine either. Can you explain to me why I can't smell mine, but I can smell your poop over mine? I'll tell you why, because your frequency is your frequency. You won't be able to do anything other than what you're doing to recognize other frequencies. You have to be able to know your own.
Good night, Allie.
And that is a good way to look at that. It's the natural selected part of what I'm noticing these tools can do. It reprograms and
good night, Sunmount.
Mind. All crap stinks in the end. You're darn right. But the stink. Let's talk about the stink for a moment. Even the stink gets breathed, the breath of fresh air, and we breathe it.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that tell you? Is that a bad fart or?
Yeah. Depends how you react to it.
Well, I'm going to tell you, this is a true story I'm about to say.
Decent.
And I was walking through. I'm being decent. Yes, I'm being decent. I am being decent.
I've seen what, look at that, 27 likes. Cool.
Well, we're about to get 29, 30. I want to see 333. 33 would be nice. What was I saying? Oh, I was walking through the store, and it was this beautiful, little old, intelligent, in her mind lady, walking through, looking at things, just a casual in the 60s, 70s maybe, had a wig. And I was a few paces, about 5 paces ahead, and I pooped and then jetted around the corner and silently, and that knowing that she was turning behind me. And I was a few paces, so I just jutted around the corner, and I ran up back the other side, and I just couldn't help myself. I wanted to peep through the other side and see what this lady was saying. This is what she said. Ooh wee, something. Let me see how she say it. Okay. Ooh wee, child, something died up inside somebody up there. Ooh wee, she was a little old black lady with a black purse. She said, ooh wee, somebody died up in here. Someone let one up in here. And she was loud with it. And man, I couldn't help myself. Man, I rushed. Nothing. I nearly crapped my pants. Let me tell you, that was the funny thing, because I wasn't alone. Everybody in the store was laughing at what she said, and the stench. Not saying it was something bad I ate or anything, but it just happened to be Easter. That was Easter, and it was right after maybe 2:00.
A big meal.
Yeah, well, what happens? You ever let one loose in a tub?
Come straight up at you.
Yeah, where it feels like some terrestrial thing coming out your butt. We're approaching 333, brother.
I know, I see it. Oh shit!
But I wanted to give everyone a laugh and a blast. You guys, man. Peace out. I love you guys.
Have a good night, brother.
You too, man. I just wanted to
Catch you.
A surprise and a laugh, man. It's good to
I
leave
like it.
a laugh and a blast, brother. This keeps me going. I'm going live at midnight.
Okay, if I'm still hanging around, I'll be up.
No, I have to go live at midnight. I have no choice.
Okay.
I mean, that's me. It's what I'm doing for my mind. Something's in my mind. I have to for me.
That's why I do it too.
Because this is something, when it starts at midnight, I've got my eye on the moon. I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to miss that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't past it. Here we going. This could be the night. I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Peace out.
Okay. Have a good night, everybody. I'll catch you soon. I've missed the 3 at the end, but I got the 333s almost here. I will might be live, or code might be live on Sunday. So we'll see tomorrow, and or maybe in the morning too. God bless. Stay lifted. Peace and love.